Our logo is more than just a mark. It's a beacon of hope.
And we've got the same logo. So are they actually using an affiliate program?
Two ends of a spectrum. Different, yet drawn together by something extraordinary.
We even have haters on here, and they're way more plugged in than some people I know. Our biggest haters are on every single Zoom.
Every time.
Because if you don't have people who are looking at you like you're crazy, then your dream isn't big enough. Some people don't like me, believe it or not. Believe it, right? Because you wouldn't sleep if you did. And you'd be just as crazy as me, all right? So anyway, all the new people on here, when you're doing something great, you're always going to attract the enemy, right?
It symbolizes connection. This is not just a company. It's a vibe.
A bad vibe.
I want everybody in the chat to put in the chat right now, pulling back the curtains. Pulling back, let's put it all in the chat. Pulling back the curtains.
Karma's a bitch.
Queen of Karma.
VYB is not a pyramid scheme. And then we're going to go ahead and get rocking and rolling. Go ahead and throw 3 7s in the chat for me.
It's set. It doesn't launch till the 17th, okay? It launches at the 17th. We have a funnel system for this coming.
A funnel system for this coming.
VYB is not a pyramid scheme.
So what is VYB? VYB is a vibe ecosystem, right? We have an entire host of products here to help you at whatever stage you are in your life. We have young people, we have seniorpreneurs, we have families, we have people from over 160 countries, over 47,000 people now in VYB.
Hello, everyone, and how are you all doing today? I hope that you're all having a wonderful, amazing day. I am sick, but I am here, and we are going to be talking about VYB since I was too sick to go live yesterday, and that's what I wanted to do yesterday, so that's what we're going to be doing today. You see, their product launch went down, so I want to react to what they're calling their soft launch, which it is a soft launch, and we'll get into that and what all has happened with it so far and kind of how people are reacting to the news of the products and the prices and etc. Alves is here and it to scam it as always. And Violet says, hello guys, hold thumbs that I can stay in the stream. Wi-Fi is down and hot spotting off the phone with 1 bar of signal. Cell towers battling with load shedding. Dark ages here. I hope that you can stay too. All right, be safe with all of that going on. Gotta have haters to say you've arrived. That's right. Greetings, Joe. Good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So, again, they have done their product launch, allegedly. So let's just get into what that was and what has happened so far, what is VYB, and what is happening with it. It's very dramatic with the music. It was all their music. They totally wanted to make it dramatic. You know, them launching is very, very dramatic. So let's just do a quick little recap. So VYB, spelled VYB, but pronounced VYB, V-I-B-E, was introduced as a new platform in December of 2024, aiming to revolutionize the MLM industry with a unique business model and compensation plan. This is what they claimed anyway. The company announced that they would launch on January 24th of 2025. They were not ready and later announced a February 1st, which got pushed to the 2nd, then a February 17th launch date. However, even before their launch, concerns have been raised about VYB's legitimacy. Critics, such as myself, Danny DeHeck, the Queens of Schemes, point out that the platform emphasizes recruitment over tangible products or services, which is a hallmark of pyramid schemes. That's basically what makes a pyramid scheme versus an MLM, right? Participants are required to pay $25 to secure their positions, and then they earn $10 for each referral, which incentivizes aggressive recruitment without offering real value, especially when it began, like even now, but especially when it began before people even knew what the products were, right? Since they are being paid a commission directly for recruitment, lack products or a business plan, are not transparent about the owners and CEOs of the company. It's very hard to find that information out. It's not listed on the website, for example. VYB seems like a pyramid scheme to the people who speak out about it. Not as much of an MLM, right? So this is allegedly VYB's CEOs. There might be more. This is just what we can gather from what they claim. So they claim that the 3 CEOs of their company is Andre Russell, Megan Lynch, and her twin sister, Reagan Lynch. VYB has been under a lot of scrutiny surrounding its company launch. Further scrutiny reveals that VYB's leadership, including co-owners Megan Lynch and her twin sister Reagan, have a history of promoting ventures that have faced significant criticism and even legal issues. Like a lot of the companies they were a part of before have been shut down for being pyramid schemes. That's right, Joe. Definitely easier on the eyes than the unpassive leadership, 100%. 100%. These include associations with schemes like Hyperverse, Hyperfund, Transient, we've talked about all of them, which have been accused of being straight up Ponzi schemes. I actually did a whole deep dive on them the first time that I covered them, in which we went over their past of being in all of the cons that they've been in. And it does look like they kind of jump from one thing to the next, bringing their team with them, because everywhere they go, they secure some loyal followers, right? So it's like, just like Marty and Dan and Mike Ellis went from scam to scam to scam, kind of collecting loyal followers until they reached on passive with their team. That's kind of what these girls have done with several different schemes in the past. That's then led them here to VYB, where, again, it's kind of manipulative because it looks like a whole bunch of people are joining VYB because they're excited about the products and the business opportunity, when really it's a bunch of these people that would basically just join anything that Megan and Reagan joined. And the same with like that Andre Russell guy. He seems to also have a following that he brought there with him, and also has a very like long history of cons as well. So he brings a whole bunch of people. So when they first go and launch with this website and they're getting people to buy in, it gives the illusion that it's a lot of new people buying in, and to the audience and customers, you know, they might see that and go, oh, wow, this is going to be the new it thing. Look at all the people joining, without realizing these are people that would have joined even if they were selling a bag of dog shit. You know, like it doesn't matter what they're selling. They're just there for them. And that's kind of the problem with people doing these things. Seriously, even Audrey is getting me more interested than Susie or Sherry or even 2025 Julie. Hello, Serene. Good to see you. So far, like so many other launches we have seen on my channel, VYB is off to a pretty rocky start. There are many parallels between VYB and OnPassive's company launch. In late January 2025, VYB faced significant setbacks. So remember, they were supposed to launch on the 24th, but then all this stuff kind of happened. They had website issues. The primary website, the VYB.io, was deleted. The host didn't want to host them anymore. They had payment processing problems. Sound familiar? The company lost its payment processor, TigerPay, after concerns were raised about the platform's compliance with terms and conditions. Because TigerPay says that they do not agree, like it goes against their terms of service if you are promoting an MLM or a pyramid scheme. So they got reported for doing that, and TigerPay said, all right, you're not using us anymore. So they suddenly had no merchant. And leadership response to all this was the co-owner and CEO, Andre Russell. He actually deactivated his Facebook account because behind MLM.com, Oz did an article. He was arguing Oz in the comments section. We covered it. It was quite funny. But due to the article being written about him and the scrutiny that Oz was giving him about VYB, he ended up deactivating his Facebook account. So that was fun. And Megan Lynch held a webinar addressing the issues, attributing them to technical challenges and server migrations, which again, was just so familiar to me. I was like, oh, we've seen this before, haven't we? Haven't we? You know? All right, so the buy-in. These are things you need to know, especially if you're new to VYB right now. VYB was originally $25 to buy in and use the future products. Many people allegedly bought into this business opportunity at that price. This was also when the launch was scheduled for the end of January. The products. When the company began recruiting legends in December 2024, nobody knew what they would be selling. This suggests for the first few months, VYB was a pyramid scheme and that members were unable to make an informed decision about this business opportunity. The haters. Megan Lynch often lashes out at haters and has written me some comments that we'll get into in future. Not in this stream, but don't worry. Be wary discussing this company as she is a spitfire, and I don't mean that in a good way. She protects her scam with her life. She often discusses the haters and has already established an us versus them mentality within the group. No weapons formed against us shall prosper. That was the name of the webinar she did, where she kind of flipped out at all of us. The company was originally meant to launch on February 1st, 2025, no later than that day, but they were not ready. So they moved the launch date to mid-February. This suggests there's no clear business plan, and they're kind of winging this thing as they go, which it reminds me of OnPassive, right? Like they say that there's going to be products being launched by a certain date. The date approaches. Suddenly there's issues, right? And then they go, oh, now it will actually be this day, you know? Must be the same tech team Ash was using or something before he got rid of them and hired his new best of the best team. The old the migration excuse, right? I was like, yeah, is that what's going on here? Okay, yeah, you can tell them. You can tell them that. Taking notes from Ash, that's right. Only God can stop VYB. There is a lot of faith manipulation. So the company was originally supposed to launch again, with all products, like they acted like when the launch happened, it would come with the products on January 24th, then February 1st. And then when that date approached, it was announced there would be a product reveal on February 2nd, a date that was actually chosen for its symbolic significance as the number 2 represents balance. And so it was a big thing to pick that date. On February 2nd, a live stream allegedly announcing the launch lasted less than 7 minutes and shut off as soon as the products were to be named. Everyone was in a frenzy. This will be followed by a full-scale launch, allegedly, on February 17th of the products. A stream was set for 12 p.m. Eastern on February 17th. Not enough people attended. All right, they were all like, we're going to announce it at 12 p.m. Let's go. But then not enough people were there. So they were like, okay. And they set up another webinar stream for 8 p.m. Eastern. And then that is when the products were finally announced to everyone. So these are the products right here, right? We got VYB Tribe, their community network. VYB Global, which is a content commerce. VYB Vault, streaming education. VYB Spotlight, just as brand visibility. VYB Brand Works, business building. VYB Ventures, funding access. VYB Style, is their merch movement. I'm like, movement? Really? For the merch? Okay. I mean, I guess it's a choice. VYB Bucks, the ecosystem fuel. You know, think Ocoin. Very much like Ocoin. Only God can stop VYB and only God can stop on passive. What's going to happen when these two are the last 2 business opportunities in the world? Boom, baby. So let's go through what they claim each one is going to be. So the VYB Tribe is allegedly a community platform designed to connect entrepreneurs, leaders, and like-minded individuals for networking and mutual support. So it seems like it's going to be somewhat of like an ONET, a social media app, if you will. Then VYB Global is a content and commerce platform described as a blend of TikTok and WhatsApp, tailored for business networking, content creation, and they claim it will also be monetized. So think of their version of YouTube, if you will. You know? No, you're good, Chris. I'm glad that you joined, though. VYB Bucks sounds better than Ocoins. It kind of does. Like, VYB Bucks has a better ring to it. I agree. So the next one is the VYB Vault, an on-demand learning hub offering courses. So I guess on VYB Global, you're not doing courses. You're just having fun or something. And then VYB Vault offers courses and live training sessions on topics such as AI, cryptocurrency, Forex. I love that. Real estate, marketing, and more. And then they have the VYB Spotlight. You know, a VYB Spotlight. Yes, they do have a back office to log into. I have shown it before, but that's all you can do. That's all you can do so far. It's just log in and look at the leaderboard. It's great fun. So the VYB Spotlight is a business directory aimed at providing entrepreneurs and service providers with increased visibility through custom landing pages. So I'm like, okay, so it's just their own domain then, I guess. But for VYB, the next one is VYB Brand Works. And that's a service offering branding, website development. So then I'm like, well, then what's the last one? You know? And marketing solutions to help businesses scale and create digital products. So then I'm like, okay, so then they're creating their own products too? Like, okay. The next one is VYB Ventures, a platform providing funding opportunities. And if you remember Megan's history, then you're probably like, oh yeah, I'm so sure. She's been trying to do that since she was a teacher. And pitch events. And it allegedly connects entrepreneurs with investors, mentors, and partners. So it's like, okay. Again, just like with On Passive, it's like 3 of these products all sound very similar. They not just all be one product, but we have to make them into 3 separate products because this is a fucking MLM. So we have to have a product for everyone, you know? VYB Style is basically their merch. Like the merch store. That's what that is. A line of branded apparel and merchandise, including t-shirts, hoodies, journals, and mugs, promoting the VYB lifestyle, because it's a whole lifestyle, not just a company you join. It's a whole lifestyle over here that involves Forex. And then, of course, VYB Bucks, which, I mean, they have it. It's funny because they announced that they had 7 products, but then they listed 8 products and included the VYB Bucks as a product. So I'm like, okay, so you have 8 then? It's 8? But the VYB Bucks, of course, is an internal currency system allowing members to spend within the ecosystem. So again, just like the O coin, you can only spend it on the VYB products. And for certain members, convert into real cash. And I'm like, only for certain people? Are you going to try and do it like on Passive where it's like you have to buy the product if you want to convert it into cash? And then if you don't buy the product, then you're just stuck with a bunch of VYB Bucks as your commission? Because I hate it. I hate it. And it's illegal. So maybe don't do that, Megan. I'm just saying. So today we're going to watch a video that shows Megan Lynch's mindset. We're going to watch her soft product launch. This is considered a soft product launch due to the products not existing. I have to remind you that as of this moment, VYB has no products or services. They only have a list of 8 future products and prices of these products, along with a commission plan, which she's going to explain it all to us. People have already recruited people into this scam without products. Engineer Mike from On Passive has allegedly recruited 111 people into this scam before even knowing what the products would be. So I'm going to show you that video, the video of the soft launch, and then I want to show you how their community was reacting to this fabulous, amazing news of these fabulous products coming out and how much people would be paying.
Go ahead and, all right. Hey, welcome everybody. It's kind of bright over there. Welcome to the call. Thank you for showing up. Everybody type show up every day. Somebody just type every day on this call.
That's right. Everyone in the chat type show up every day. They do this a lot. They do the type it in the chat a lot, you know, just like the everyone in the chat do pulling back the curtains.
I want everybody in the chat to put in the chat right now, pulling back the curtains. Pulling back. Let's put it all in the chat. Pulling back the curtains.
Like every few minutes, they're like, put this in the chat.
We are getting too close to the promised land for people to be showing up sporadically.
I always side eye any company that uses the term, we're getting close to the promised land, saying cult vibes right away.
I do want somebody to find it. I'm sure Lonnie will find it for me. The training, I'm not going to do it today, but the training of Tsunami, right? I did this training. If you guys haven't gotten a chance to watch it, and yes, I do have my money robe on, because no matter what is going on out here, we need income to create impact. Nothing can stop us except ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. So we want to say thank you so much. I do want to do this really quick prayer. I just want to say thank you, Lord, for everything that you have done for us. Thank you for just being who you are, Lord God, every single day, and for showing up in our lives every single day, Lord. Even when, we think you're not there, Lord, we know that
There's nothing wrong with you wearing a money robe and praying to God before announcing the products in your pyramid scheme. There's just a lot going on here.
that you are there. We also want to say that we want to just put a hedge of protection over our sons and daughters and mothers and fathers and cousins and nephews and nieces, Lord God. Even when we feel like they don't show up in our life, Lord God, we know that as long as you show up in our life every single day, and as long as we allow you, Lord God, we get in the spirit of.
I'm sorry, but why are we setting up for family to ditch us already? A little premature, don't you think? Your sister's right there. What do you mean?
Allowing, and we allow you to show up in our lives each and every single day, Lord God. We know that amazing things are going to happen. We also want to just say, Lord God, that we ask for your protection over our business. We ask for your protection over our minds, Lord God. We know
protection over our scam, Lord God.
Know that you said no weapons formed against us shall prosper, but you didn't say they wouldn't be formed, right? I truly believe that
God's up there like, why are you twisting my words around, woman?
all of the adversity that comes into our life, Lord God, isn't the enemy bringing it to us. We give the enemy too much credit, right? We give the Dannies too much credit. We give the haters.
Right? It's like my great aunts, ex-husbands, brothers, cousins, aunts, sisters, dog.
Too much credit, Lord God. I thank you for them because I know you sent them to us, Lord, to just show us where the holes are in our boat, in our ark, so that when we get out on this water and we are moving into the promised land, Lord God, that we have the right people on the boat. We have everybody who's getting on this boat to row. They're not getting on the boat to be rookies forever. They're not getting on this boat, Lord God, to just sit back, kick their feet up and say.
She does know that even though her and her sister kind of count as going on the boat in twos, the rest of us don't have a twin, right?
I'm on the boat. That should be enough. We know that we are looking right now, Lord God, for people who are going to help us keep this boat afloat, who are going to be the prayer warriors. And if you truly believe you are a prayer warrior, then you should know right now that you are needed on this boat, Lord. But we also know that it's important that we show up and we show out and we show people that no matter what, Lord, no weapons formed against us shall prosper, that you promised us. You promised us that we would be like you, Lord, that we have the spirit inside.
Row your boat the fuck away from the scam.
Of us, and we have the same power if we allow.
Run as fast as you can. She's talking of the promised land.
Allow it and we activate it. So we want to say thank you right now for the 60,000+ people who are waiting in line to get on this ark, Lord God, that we really truly build.
Every time I listen to Megan say how many people are in this thing, she's added like another 10,000 to the number. I'm like, what do you mean there's been another 20,000 people joining? Because I go to their leadership board and it's literally like the exact same people that have been on it since they put it in the back office in the ecosystem. And I'll show you after this. If you want, we can go take a look at it. It's just like, I don't where are these extra people? Like, where are they coming from? Because if those are the top people that have been recruiting in this thing and their numbers are all the same, am I to believe that it's all like the brand new people that have somehow brought on these? Like, I'm like, if you're getting new people, I feel like these numbers in your leaderboard would be going up too. Like, why they at the same that they've always been? There's something not math in here. And I know I'm bad at math, but I promise you, these numbers do not add up.
We built this boat for you, Lord. So we knew that the enemy would be coming. We knew that you would send us as individuals that look like the enemy, but really they're here to just show us where our weaknesses are. They're here to show us where that we can't just trust everybody fully, but we can trust you, Lord God. So I want to say thank you right now for everything that you are doing right now. Thank you for everything that you have done and everything that you will be doing for us in the future. So
Man, this lady fatty as hell.
I thank you. I thank you for my son, Devin. It is his birthday today. Everybody say happy birthday to my baby, to my grown baby, right? At 23 years young, Lord God, that you said you would protect him. And you said, if I train him up in your presence, Lord God, that you would protect him always, that he might deviate.
You raised him? You raise your child. You don't train your child. You train a dog, but you don't train your child. The fuck is that? You raise your child, not train your child. Look, Lord, thank you for letting me indoctrinate my son. Like,
for a moment, like we all have, but he will come back, Lord. And I just say thank you. I can't wait for the people to meet him tonight at 8 o'clock. I think he's getting.
This is the longest MLM prayer ever. She might give Chris a run for his money.
A haircut right now, so he may not be on this call. But I want to say thank you, Lord.
He's getting a haircut right now, so he may not be on the call. Lord, get yourself together. What is this?
Lord, for everything. And I'm just in awe of you, and show me your power. Just show me every day what you can do for the people. We ask these things in your
son's probably like, Mom, I'm not spending my birthday on your fucking training call. I got friends to see and things to do.
Your son's name, Jesus Christ. We thank you, Lord God. Amen. All right. We are doing it.
That was so personal. Like she did the prayer like she was doing a prayer for all of the people there, you know? But then when she started praying, it was really just all her own shit that she was praying for. That was so weird.
Me and Reagan's favorite movie is like Dumb and Dumber. Remember when they were in the car and they're like, we're really doing it, buddy. Like we're really doing it, right? No matter what. It has been a relatively smooth pre-launch. We're still in pre-launch right now. I know some of you just showed up today because you thought you were going to miss something. You've been missing it.
Oh, don't worry. You got another 5 years before we get bored of you over here, Megan.
I used to have this student who was like, he was absent every other day. He would come to class on Monday. And then, no. He wouldn't come on Monday because he was partying over the weekend. No class on Monday. He would come on Tuesday. No class on Wednesday, Thursday. He would show up on Friday because he felt like it was going to be a party. And he would always come to class and say, hey, Miss Lynch, I mean, did I miss anything? And I would always sarcastically, the only way I know how, I would say, somebody's on here like, what's the product? Just listen. We are the product.
Ew. It's like, I'm good. I don't need some sassy bitch following me around as a product. I got enough of that already.
I would always say to him, no, listen, we didn't do nothing. We were just waiting for you
my
to
own
get
brain,
back. We didn't do nothing at all. We didn't learn nothing. We didn't get our faith together. Somebody's asking me about the products, right? Like, you're in the wrong house. We'll talk about that tonight at 8 o'clock. So if you only showed up for the product, like I'm going to give you the promise first. How about that?
See, now this is the thing, is that this is the day that everyone wants to know the products. So she said to all of them, come at noon. I'll tell you what the products are. That will be my big announcement. Which is why people are now entering this Zoom call. I think, are they on Zoom? It doesn't say Zoom. They must be on something else now. They're not allowed to use Zoom anymore. What's going on, Megan? Did you get kicked off of that too? But it's like people are coming in. And of course, what's the first thing they're going to ask at the stream that's supposed to announce the products? Probably, what are the products? Like, it's not bizarre, yet she gets so like, oh my God, like, why would you even do that? Like, you're at the wrong place if that's the only reason why. And the thing is, she didn't tell any of them that the products weren't being announced at this one. Like I said, she made it seem like everyone had to show up at noon to find out about these products. So this is the first they're hearing that the products are not being announced right now that it will be announced in 8 hours from now. And this is how she tells them. It's just like, what the fuck?
Because you're the product, right? You're the product. And if your mind isn't right, it won't matter what the product is. If your
Right?
mind isn't right, it's not going to matter what the prophets say, because God will cut a hole in your bag and you'll never keep it anyway. That's why.
But see, that's the thing. It's that it does matter what the products are. It does matter. You shouldn't be selling products that you wouldn't buy yourself. You know? It's like with On Passive. It's like, oh, we're just in a movement. No matter what products we get, it won't matter because it will just all sell out. It's like, no, that's not a thing. It has to be a decent product to sell.
You're here. Because how many of you guys are here, honestly, not because of the product, because you didn't know what it was when we started.
You're really here to join the cult. Yeah, the community, the cult of personality under me, Megan Lynch. You're legend. You're God.
Unmute you guys. And I wasn't even going to talk about this today, but I can't not, because the spirit is like, when it moves, you just got to move with it.
Okay.
There's a reason why we don't tell you everything. There's a reason why God doesn't show us everything. Because if he's like, listen, you can have all of this, most of the people, their minds are not even right. They can't even handle it. It's like the lottery effect. You win the lottery and those people are broke within a month, or they literally kill themselves with the money. Literally, right? Because they still have the same stinking thinking. They still have the same like.
It is true. It is. Hold on. That was a very insensitive way to bring that up. But it is true, and I've talked about this before in terms of like MLMs that give people big giant prizes, like a vehicle. And then the person doesn't actually have the means to pay the lease on this vehicle. And then it ends up with them stressing over it every month. And it makes the whole experience even worse for them. In fact, there's some people that end up leaving MLMs because that does it for them. Like they make it up to that rank. And then when they get a big prize like that, they realize, oh, it's actually in my name. I have to lease it. Oh my God, I have to stay at rank. If I fall into rank, they don't pay the month for me. And that only happens to them like 1 or 2 times. They're like, fuck this, and they leave. So she's not wrong in the sense that they have proven that people that like win the lottery, the money doesn't tend to last them. And there are many cases of people unaliving from like winning the lottery and spending all the money too quickly and or fucking up their life in other ways with the money. But what the fuck does that have to do with this, Megan? You're not going to be giving people millions of dollars. This is supposed to be a business opportunity where they're selling a product. So like, can they know what it is,
Scarcity mentality, like somebody's out to get you. Listen, the only person that can really hurt you is you.
You're the one that keeps putting that in their heads every single day. You talking about these haters and how God's on your side and sending people to test you and shit.
I was watching this video and it was like someone who something bad happened to him. And it was talking about like, you draw everything to you. And we don't want to hear that though. We don't want to hear that all the abundance that comes to us. We only want to hear when the abundance comes, like I did that. I drew that to me. People don't want to hear when you start talking about when attraction, negativity starts coming to you. We don't want to take responsibility for that. I'm going to stop. I promise.
That's funny. You probably should stop because I need to ask you then, do you think that maybe some of the negativity that you've gotten for VYB is that way because of you, Megan? Because of the way that you've presented this opportunity, because of the way that you've marketed this opportunity and not allowed people to make an informed decision about joining? Something to think about, Megan.
Right. I'm going to stop, but you are here for a reason.
Did you realize?
I want to tell you. You are here for a reason. My 23-year-old is here for a reason, right? And so I'll let you guys talk for just a little bit. Now I'm going to take you back to the host. I need to host a few people up.
Okay.
All right. And then I want to go over one thing with you guys. Unmute for me. I'm only going to host a couple of you guys up right this second.
Okay.
My partner out there, I'm not even going to say your name because somebody who's not supposed to be on here will change their name. Somebody said business should never talk about religion. Can we remove Valerie? This ain't the place for you, Valerie. Thank you. We love you.
Valerie's right. Valerie's right. When people go into work in the morning for their job, they don't all gather around and have their CEO lead them in a prayer. Unless they're working for a church. Okay, that's the only time that religion should be brought into it. Not to mention, like I keep trying to explain to people, about half of our world is atheist right now. Which, like, I don't mind. I'm not complaining. You know, if you don't want to prey on the atheist people, like, I'm fine with that. But I'm just saying, like, it's kind of polarizing that you assume that everyone prays to a Christian God. It just seems like all these MLMs just automatically are like, we pray to Jesus. And it's like, no, like most of the world actually doesn't pray to Jesus. So if you're going to be out here as a global company for the entire world, this is why religion is usually kept out of business. Because they don't want to insult anyone or make it polarizing or make it so that people that aren't in that religion don't feel like left out on the outside of it. You know, it's just a thought. Hi, Angel. Good to see you. I hope you're having a great day.
You're not ready for us yet. And you might just be a plant. So can somebody go ahead?
A plant? Lady, talking about paranoia. Nobody is planting people. All right? It's like every once in a while, like one or two of us might come into your Zoom to watch you. That's it. But maybe that was somebody that bought in for $25 and now you've just booted them out because they said that they didn't want religion in their business. So are you saying that in order to be a part of VYB, you have to be religious? More specifically, a Christian that prays to God and Jesus? Is that what you're saying? Because that's what it seems like. And that's weird. Are you starting a religion or are you starting a multi-level marketing business?
And remove her. Because I only want to talk to the legends right now. I only want to talk to the people who truly understand right now we are doing God's business. And
Megan, which one?
Hello?
Campbell or Clay Bay?
What'd you say?
Oh, I said which one, Campbell or Clay Bay?
Hold on 1 second. Let me see real quick.
Wow.
Sorry, guys. Let's make room. Campbell. Remove Valerie Campbell. See ya, Valerie. You can call me on the phone if you want to talk, but we got to make room for the believers on this one. I don't need you to. She said business should never talk about.
Where did I miss the on passive win? Where? When? Did I miss it?
Religion or politics. Well, you're entitled to your opinion, so see you later.
Well, apparently she's not entitled to her opinion because having that opinion got her booted out. See, when you say you're entitled to your opinion, it's usually a way to kind of meet in the middle and decide that maybe the argument isn't worth it. But then you wouldn't be booting them out of there. You just say, yeah, you're entitled to your opinion, and then you would change the subject. But apparently, again, not entitled to their opinion, your opinion will get you booted out. You will get booted out as quickly as Ash will terminate you in all your accounts.
I don't talk about religion, first of all. It is more spirituality. Religion kind of disconnects us. So my
what are you talking about? You just did a prayer. Like a Christian prayer.
My focus is just to talk about what God has done for me. Okay. Miss McCrae, can you?
Just ask God to protect you and the whole business and everyone in it. Like, what are you talking about? You're not religious. It's not religion. It's spirituality. Sorry, it's religion.
Unmute so I can make sure you guys are who you say you are. Jonathan, you out there? Can you unmute real quick? Let me just make sure that my hosts are actually my host. Hey guys, put your hands down.
Yes, ma'am.
Because if you have your hand raised, they're gonna think you're somebody else, and we're gonna you.
Yeah, no, we're good. This is Jonathan. We're
Hi,
good.
Jonathan. How are you?
And this is Carlotta. I'm here.
Okay. Hey, Carlotta.
Did you hear Miss McCrae? Deborah.
I did. Thank you. Mr. Howard, that was you, right? Let me make sure everybody's on the boat that should be on the boat, right?
Good morning, Megan. This is Kathy. Happy birthday, Devin.
I know. I'm like, Deb, you got to get on
Wore
here.
a money
He's
robe.
like, I got a haircut.
She wore a money robe and then did a prayer asking God to protect the business and keep her safe from the haters. So, and then she said it wasn't religion.
These kids, right? They ain't getting on these Zoom. So I'm gonna try and get them on.
Pop on quick and pop off.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get them. I was talking to my daughter. I'm gonna try and get them on at 8 tonight. Okay. Hey guys, put your hands down, because if you have your hand up, the one of the bouncers for the kingdom might kick you out.
Wow.
Let me see. I gotta find my partner, and then I only need a couple minutes, like 10 minutes, because we're getting off here at 12:30. And then we are going to be hopping back on here at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. If you are in another country and you're like, oh man, it's gonna be 2 a.m, wake your butt up. Wake up. You make a living between 9 and 5. My mentor always told me you get stupid wealthy between 5 and 3 a.m. right? So you can pop back on here. We're gonna actually get on a different platform.
Wake up at 2 a.m. to come to the webinar? Are you joking? Kind of insane to expect people to do that. Why don't you do the announcement then at a time where it won't be 2 a.m.? Like, why didn't you do it this time? Oh, yeah, because you didn't have enough people, you thought.
And that platform will hold 3,000 people. But I purposely only did this call because I wanted to see who was going to show up, right? But thank you guys so much for those of you who have been consistently showing up every single day. If you have to miss a day, which you shouldn't, I'm only talking to the legends right now. Is that okay? Put a 1 in the chat. If you're Sandy the softie or Sammy the softie, this isn't going to be the call for you, right? So I'm only talking to the legends. I want you guys who have been showing up consistently to really truly take inventory of your team. You don't have to tell them they're not a legend. We did a training the other day about the types of people you have in your business. You don't have to tell them they're quitters. Their actions will show you.
I'm even joking. I just had missionaries come and knock on my door, asking me if I wanted to go to church with them on Sunday. I was like, I don't think I'm the one for you. Good luck. Who does she think she is, Ash Mafara? Right? Engage and activate.
You that. This is my really quick training. You don't have to tell them that they're players. You know, they're kind of in and out. They're in 50 million different businesses. You don't have to tell them that. The workers will show themselves to you. The leaders will show themselves. The studs, you want a whole bunch of studs in your business, but you have to become that, right? Put a 7 in the chat if you understand what I mean.
I do not understand. Is there a number to put in the chat if I don't understand?
You have to become what you want to attract. You can't attract.
Yeah, it's me and Danny to heck. That's basically it. And also, the Queens of Schemes also talk about her. That's it. Like, again, it's just like how On Passive goes on about haters. And then it's really just like myself, the recovering Hunbot honest critic, and then a couple like clip channels that post up about them. It's like, you don't know what it's like to have haters out here. Have you ever had 4 people stream about you at the same time? looks like a talking money with a mouth. Yeah, well, she said, I'm wearing my money robe. And I was like, yeah, this doesn't make you look good. And like, you're not scamming people, you know? I like this. She's more comely than Marty and Chris. Way nicer to look at, that's for sure.
People like Jonathan. You can't attract people like Jerome. You can't attract the Bevs. You're not going to be able to attract the Colas and the Clydes and the Maritas. You're not going to be able to attract Jason the Invitation. I'm only attracting these types of people into my life because I decided to become that. I decided
to become a big scammer and connect myself to a bunch of other people, many of them with congregations that use a lot of faith manipulation to then get people to sign up for things like crypto scams and Forex trading scams. She's like, I decided to be that. If you want to be like me, then you got to, bring up your vibe.
To become who I wanted to attract. You can't attract legends and you're living in the basement of your own house.
Okay, so I still think it's creepy because she took the legends thing from a past scam she was in, and somebody else was like being called legend because she made it to the legend. She was like the only one that did. So they started calling this girl legend. So then Megan made Vibe here and then decided that the level, like the top level in Vibe was going to be legend. And then she started calling herself legend. So legend is the top level in this pyramid scheme, like how Double Dog Diamond usually is, But then she also calls herself legend. So in the Zoom meetings, her name will be legend. And it's just like, it's weird. It's bizarre. And it screws with you because you're like, okay, wait, when she talks about legend, like, is she talking about the level? Because sometimes it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if she's talking about herself in damn first person, okay?
You can't attract leaders if you are, I can't be on today, but Megan said State of the Union, and today we're supposed to launch. So now all of a sudden I'm going to show up and try and catch myself up, right? I always tell people, you got to get out of the mustard and catch up. You got to get out of the mustard and catch up. You got to get out of that stuck place, right? And you got to get into the place where you can consistently learn. There's a reason why y'all don't know what the price point of the
she's the top of this thing, of course.
Products are until tonight at 8:00. I'm telling you now. So write this down. Till tonight at 8.
Write this down.
Why? Because
telling you this down. Write this down. Everybody, write this down.
If you throw a price point out there without the value
proprietary
that's created, this is attraction marketing. People will look at the price point and say, "Oh, that's too much." No, you just can't afford it. It's not too much. You just don't understand the value yet. So have you guys gotten value? Tell me something in the chat really quickly that you have received value on. I'm gonna let you guys talk to everybody so that we can see where the scammers are and we can kick them out so we can make room for other people, because people will start to drop off in just a second, right? If they're not here for the right reasons. So go ahead, give me one thing, type it in the chat. What value have you gotten since December 17th, when I first talked to the first 128 believers and said, Reagan and I are going to build this. Dre and I are going to build this for the kingdom. We're going to build something that anybody else has built in the networking space. It's not a scam because we've been given all this value for free, right? Free.
What
We've
value?
Been giving it for free so that people have an opportunity to say, I want to be connected to this group. I want the unity, the knowledge. I'm reading it in the group, the feeling, the platform, the hope, right? The structure. I don't know what kind of teams you guys have been joining, but like my team knows we do this for real. We don't join anything. We launch businesses. We don't join companies because it sounds good. We got to listen. We got to make sure that it's in proper alignment. We have to make sure that these are the types of people we want to attach ourselves to, because when we do it for real, and we haven't even started yet. The day you really pay for your membership to get the ecosystem is the day that if you're a builder, right,
People have
you should
done.
already be ahead of the game.
There are people that have paid in already with the $25, and then there's a whole group of people that have not paid in yet, but they're like on the recruitment list. So in the back office, you can see the number of signups all the top leaders have, the 50 top leaders have, of people who have not yet paid. And then you can also see the top 50 of the people who have paid it. So people have already bought into this. And I just hope that you knew to register those securities.
We're 60,000 people ahead of the game right now in the matrix. I got to get you guys out of the matrix over here and get you into this matrix, into God's matrix, where you know that you can be anything you want to be. But you got to become it. You're not birthed a leader. I didn't just happen to become, be who I am right now. I had to become it. I had to go through.
Some people are just born with those skills of commanding a room and being a leader.
The roller coaster. So I want you guys to understand that right now, it's just the beginning. We're just getting started. So I want to tell you this really quickly. I love you guys, by the way. I love you very much.
Okay.
But I also love you enough to
they yelled at someone and kicked them out because they just mentioned that they don't think that religion should be brought into business. But yeah, I'm sure that you love the rest of the people there.
Not allow you, in my presence anyway, to be average. Because my dad didn't let me be average. My mom, they didn't let us be mediocre. Anything that we decided to do, we had to do it at the utmost level. My dad used to say, if you need me to show up to your games for you to do well, then you don't need to play. You better go play at the YMCA or the gym. That's what kind of parents we had.
Sounds very toxic. Honestly, what? That's how your dad told you didn't want to show up for your games growing up? I'm sorry that you had such an absent father. Show up to all of my daughter's things that she does. We usually know about them before she does. Because the teachers send emails and they'll be like, this is what's going on for the next week. So we'll be like, oh, she has a little concert thing for her choir or something, right? And then we'll be like, all right, so we're going to that at this time on this day. And then usually that morning we'll be like, okay, well, we're coming to your school. And my kid's like, what? Why? What do you mean? I don't know what that is. That sucks. Maybe they should have pushed you to do less because the scamming ain't it.
That's why everybody in our family are top athletes playing at the highest level.
See, that's the funny thing is that this scam is allegedly run by Megan Reagan and then also Andre Russell. But Megan does most of the talking. We'll hear from Andre sometimes. We'll hear from Reagan sometimes. She'll have some of these top leaders that she's established because just like on Passive, they have a group of their top distributors that will come on and speak and do little trainings. They had a partnership with someone that was promoting some other scam that they seem to have partnered with too at one point. And that person came on and did a whole presentation, right? But for the most part, it's Megan going off the whole time. And that is bizarre.
Number one pick in the WNBA, and my nephews are playing overseas and played with some of the top players because we just don't know. We're allergic to average.
Yep. Yeah, she did a big announcement to tell everyone to come at noon to find out about the products. And then once everyone got here and they were watching this, then she drops it on them that no, she's not going to tell them about the products this time. She'll tell them at 8 p.m.
That's why my daughter is been one of the top volleyball players. She did so well, but she's even better when it comes to her creativity because we just don't know how to be average. And average people show up when they feel like it. Legends show up and bleed while they lead and lead while they bleed. That's what legends do.
She's obsessed with this legends thing.
Circle's about to get so small. I told people that it's going to be a period. My circle, because I haven't even started yet. So if you guys really think that this is it, because I've been sitting on a Zoom, how hard is it to get on a Zoom?
What?
And I'm talking to you guys because you're here. But I'm also talking to the ones where you show up when you feel like it. You guys show up all the time.
Wow.
So I want you guys to find 7 people. Put a 7 in the chat, and then I'm going to show you guys something real quick. I'm going to turn my video off.
I hate her put it.
I want you to find 7 people who are allergic to average. I want you to find 7 people who are going to show up. I don't know.
You know what's pretty average, Megan? When you show us a damn slide and it's cut off. Lord.
If Lonnie Howard sleeps, I get to sleep for 3 hours out of the day because Lonnie.
Oh, Angel. She used to be a teacher out of school. She was a teacher. Yep. A teacher for a high school. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. And then she is no longer a teacher. She's no longer a teacher. And I'm thinking that it's because of this fundraising thing that she tried to pull with the students that were underage. And she tried to get them basically to join a pyramid scheme, but told them that it would be a great opportunity and that it would help raise money for somebody that had passed away at their school from a pew-pew incident. And it seems like once she did this and it was talked about, we found an article where they were like, oh, this will be great, you know? And then all of a sudden she was no longer a teacher and she was on the internet doing all these scams. So you're like, oh, you know? Well, thank goodness no more kids have to put up with that. Right, exactly. Now we just have to put up
kicking people out all the time in the Telegram.
Well, like, that's the other thing. It's like, lady, you were a teacher. You don't know how to show us a full slide? Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here, Megan? All right. Like, you used to be a teacher. You're talking about average people and how much better you are than them, which average people, I guess, just means people that don't want to join her pyramid schemey cult. Like, so I guess we're average, guys. Sorry to break it to you. We be average over here. Hi, Chrissy. Good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. But it's like you're going on a big rant about average people. And you used to be a teacher, and then you go to show us this slide, and this is what it looks like. Come on, Megan. Come on. Really? Really? Average people. People between the high people and the low people. Must be. Like, you mean everyone that doesn't want to join a scam? We're just average. It's like, I'd rather be average than in this scam. I'm just saying. If I had to choose one. We're just covering this scammy thing that just started. It's great fun. I'm a below average and proud of it. But I'm just like, who's she to decide who's average and who's not? But yes, to her, being average just means you don't want to be in a cult or a pyramid scheme, I guess. So it's more like, congratulations, we're all average.
Like, if I'm up, he's up. And then when I'm asleep, he's up. I don't know when he sleeps. I'm just trying to figure it out myself. So, Jerome, can you raise your hand real quick? All right. So real quick, guys, this is what I want you to think about.
She just told people that if they raised their hand, they were going to get booted by one of her studs. She's like, hey, Jerome, raise your hand. I'd be like, am I allowed to now? I don't.
Find 7 leaders. And if you don't have 7 people who are going to consistently show up, who are going to be at work like Desiree and turn her phone on, or go into the bathroom like some of my partners so that they can listen to the call.
You're not very good if you're telling people that during their work day. Like, honestly, what kind of friend would do that? Would be like, do you know what's a really good idea? During your work day, just like leave whatever you're doing for your job and go in the bathroom and listen to me talk to you for an hour. So that then your boss can fire you and then you can be without a job. Yeah, no, sounds like great advice, Megan. Great advice. Like, what do you mean just go in the bathroom? Just like pop in headphones and listen to this. It's like not everyone has a job where they would be able to do this. And I just think it's like such bad advice to be like, during your work, you should definitely leave your work to come listen to my pyramid scheme presentation. Like, it's not like we're not watching this days later. So obviously you upload them. It's not like after work they couldn't go check it out. So no, do not ever leave your job and what you're supposed to be doing for your job to watch and listen to anyone, unless you're allowed to do that. You know, unless you're allowed to do that. Some people are allowed to like listen to music on the job and whatnot. And maybe they'd listen to this instead. That's one thing. But like if you're in a position where you would have to sneak to the damn bathroom, like obviously you're not allowed to do that. So maybe just don't do that. You need your job more than you need this thing.
Then that's not your leader yet. Okay? It's not your leader yet. So don't get comfortable because you signed up 20 people until you find the leader who's going to show up.
So somebody that's unemployed then is what you're saying. I don't know if that's fair. Is it fair to do that? I don't like that. Then that breeds this weird culture in this thing where you would have to be unemployed and always available for VYB, right? Instead of having an actual job or career, or even just being a stay-at-home mom, which I assure you is way better than being in this. All right? Even if you don't got a job or a career, if you are just a housewife, as the people on the internet would say, I'm just a housewife. No, okay, you're doing more work than these people are. I would much rather be doing that than doing this. All right? Way more productive in your day. I'm just kind of like, no, don't tell people to go away from that and come to this. It's awful. I don't like that. Or yes, yeah, unemployed and retired, right? It's like that anyone that's working is going to feel pressure to not be working anymore in order to allegedly be successful in this thing. We can't have that. I don't like that being promoted. That's not good. You know? I wouldn't want to spend 1 minute more than I had to at the work restroom. That smell. Nope. Yeah, work bathrooms aren't the best bathrooms to go and like hang out in. But you know, Megan hasn't had many jobs, I guess.
All the time. Till you find the stud that's going to show up all the time. You can't stop working.
I hate that.
Don't listen to what people say. I never do. Don't listen to what they say. Watch what they do.
She just goes on about it for the first half an hour of her damn presentation.
Their actions will tell you who they are. All right. So now that I punched you guys in the stomach with cotton gloves.
Yeah, stud is like her word, I guess, for the ultimate unbot. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I almost took the gloves off though, but I knew you guys were going to show up. I knew if I put out a State of the Union, you would show up, right? So let me give you what you came for. Tonight at 8:00, we are going to be going over the products in a little bit greater depth, and we're going to be going over the price point, right? Here's the thing. Our products are so undervalued. Like they're so undervalued. But I don't want you, because it's undervalued, to think that there is no value. Because a lot of times if you tell somebody it only costs this amount, they think, it's not really that big of a deal. There's millions of dollars worth of content and people and education and billionaire partnerships behind the ecosystem. Okay. So I want you guys to know that. So don't get shocked by the price point because you're like, that's all, right?
Now, we went over their 8 products. You guys already know what it is if you've been here the whole time. We went over them. Like, that's what it is. It's just very similar to the on passive products, right? You know, like they kind of have their own version of an O Connect. They kind of have their own version of the O Net, right? And then they have their O Domain. Like, very, very similar sort of softwares. And then like the merch and their VYB bucks, right? Instead of the O coin. Very, very similar. So I guess you decide if there's a lot of value in that.
Don't get it twisted. There's a lot of value over here. So let me pull this up real fast. All right.
The cutoff slide.
All right. So I want everybody to type this in the chat really quickly, because if you type it in the chat, then I'm going to know.
She was listening to Legends or Made at the start.
That I told you this because somebody else is going to tell you. Type myvibe.io. And some people still don't even know how to spell vibe because they really don't know what we have here. They don't know. It's okay. So let me calm down. All right. So if you go to myvibe.io, okay. Hold on. Hey, Dad, I'm on my call. I'll call you right back. Love you. Call you back. Okay. Bye.
Took a phone
I told him
call.
I would be done at 12:30. He's so punctual, calling me at 12:31. He knows I'm long-winded. Okay, so real quick. So you guys.
Yeah, and it's his birthday, remember? He's like calling his mom, trying to like do stuff on the birthday, you know? You know? But yeah, no, keep doing your presentation, Megan.
Don't give.
Right? It's like, I think that they're actually the ones that don't know how to spell vibe because they're spelling it VYB. So, you know, yeah, it's IO, not CA or COM or anything like that.
People the information, because if you give them the information all the time, they're going to rely on you as the system. Somebody type system in the chat. From this point on, because I'm looking for legends, you gotta run the system. Myvibe.io will forever be expanding. Right now, you can go here for the Monday through Friday, 12 and 8. However, the call is going to change. We're going to be getting on a different link tonight so we can hold more people. So you have to be plugged into the Telegram because I'm not posting it anywhere else but the Telegram. You can get into the Telegram. Scammers too, you're welcome because we'll kick you off. So you are welcome to come. Hold on one second. I don't know why my.
Says the woman that literally promoted another scam in her scam, but okay, yeah, no.
I don't know why it does that on Safari.
Where are the scammers?
Okay. So you're going to go down to where it says tribe chat. This is the only place that I'm going to be talking to you guys because I'm getting ready to go on tour. So
yeah,
I can't answer your support tickets. I can't do that anymore. If you want to talk to me, you got to be.
So while you're on tour, there's not going to be any support for the ecosystem, any tech support or anything? What do you mean you can't answer the support tickets? Like you're the tech team for this thing? That's a bit suspicious because usually you would have a tech team dealing with the support tickets for your website and whatnot, right? Yet for some reason she's like, guys, I won't be able to do any of your tickets because I'm going on tour. So that's bizarre.
Inside the chat. And I purposely shut off the welcome messages, even though we're still growing astronomically. I shut it off because I only want you guys to see the information from myself or the other owners or the admins. You guys understand that? So if you want to really truly get me, because I go on tour this week and I'm going to be everywhere. Okay. You got to be in here. So if somebody has a question, they can come in here, and sometimes I'll say, hey, for 1 hour or 2 hours, I'm going to open up the chat so you guys can ask questions in here. Be aware of scammers. Please don't pay attention to them. If they message you in Telegram, just don't respond. You don't have to tell me about it, right? If they ask you for money in there,
don't you want to know if there's scammers in your group so you can remove them? What do you mean you don't have to tell me about it? They're reporting to you because they want you to do something about it. This is your group. Lord.
I'll never ask you for money, right? Unless it's for my product that you need to pay.
Sorry, I almost turned into Michael Jackson there for a minute. I don't know what that noise was. She's literally like, I'm never going to ask you for money. And I just had an aneurysm or something. But she's literally at 8 p.m. on this day, turns around and tells everyone the prices and pretty much asks them for money. You know, she's also pushing them to hurry up and buy in their $25 buy-in. Claiming that there's going to be a cutoff date. Like, you have to do it by this day, you know? So it's like, yeah, you asking for money. You are. Baron, thank you for being a member for 8 months. So it's just like, I'm never going to ask you for money. You do. You do, though. Maybe you mean you won't ask them for money directly, like to send it to your bank account or something. But you are going to ask them for money to buy in. You're going to ask them for money for the products and to buy the kit and etc.
Pay for it because I paid for it, so you got to pay for it, right? But don't pay attention to people inside of Telegram. We're getting ready to get into our own home, and you won't have to pay attention. Just block them and move on. Block them and move on. And I'm in 15,000 chats. So this is the new playbook. We used to say it's in the playbook. Well, the playbook is on, let me see. Where did it go?
On what?
Did it not show
Hey,
up
Jelly.
on Chrome? I'm confused. Okay, I'll have to ask Tony. It is on Chrome, no.
You're confused. I'm confused. What are you doing?
I'm almost positive it is. Yep. Wonder why it does that. So here's the playbook, everybody. Okay. So you're going to click the playbook. Let me go through it really quickly, and then we're getting off of here, okay?
I can't wait.
Somebody said my link to enter the chat has expired. Go to myvibe.io.
Yeah, this is an hour long. So she went from 12 to 1. So her whole, like, we'll be done at 12:30 thing, that was never going to happen, especially if she had already planned to read this, you know?
And click it from there, and you can get inside, okay? Click it from there, and you can join the tribe. Okay, so let's talk really quickly because this is super important. Zoom in.
Right, Jelly? She kicked someone out because they said that they didn't think that religion should be in their company, their business. She like booted them right out.
Go to myvibe.io. We're not near one of you guys put that Telegram link in this chat. Go to myvibe.io and you can click the Telegram link. Okay. Go to myvibe.io and the playbook is on there and it's inside the Telegram as well. Okay. So I want you guys to understand this really quickly. The tsunami is coming. If you guys can check out my training on YouTube, where the tsunami is real. The first wave is going to be the people who show up every day. Not
is it going to be the SEC knocking because you probably didn't register these securities?
The people who show up because I do a State of the Union. Not the people who show up because they're like, oh yeah, I forgot about VYB and I don't want to miss getting positioned. So let me all of a sudden show up. Not talking about those people. I'm talking, and I'm giving it to y'all today.
Again, they're always like, we just want the most dedicated to our cult.
I'm talking about the first wave people. I'm talking about the people who are legends in training. I'm talking about the people who show up every
first wave and the tsunami.
Every single day, no matter what, day in, day out. They're at work, they show up, they're on the road showing up, they are at funerals showing up, they're at birthdays showing up. That might be too much for some of you. It's okay. Get in where you fit in. I'm looking for the first wave people. Then you have to understand there's going to be the second wave. Those are going to be the people who periodically show up. And they're going to hear about things a little later, but you're already going to be positioned. So all of those people are then going to, oh my goodness, why can't I pay my $25 back there? Because they haven't even looked at my playbook because they're not in the Telegram.
Wow.
So they're confused. You're going to have those people.
Well, I saw your playbook the second that you posted it to the website there. Downloaded it. I got that on my computer. Yes, I have this exact document sitting on my computer right now. Look at me. I must be a part of the first wave. Make a splash, queen. I must.
People, listen, when those confused people come along, those second waivers, do not stop. You can't stop to explain. Say, go to myvibe.io and get caught up because I'm running, so you got to catch me.
What?
Okay? Everybody type run in the chat.
Run?
You do not have time to
Everyone type run in the chat. As in run the hell away from this scam. As if that's one. Type run in the chat, everyone.
Go down to catch people up. They have to catch up to you. I love you guys so much. But they got to catch up to you. So keep running. The system, save yourself time, energy, and money is myvibe.io. Send them there. And if you say, Megan, can you put this on myvibe.io? Yes. Tony created it as my digital playbook. So anything that you think needs to be on there. Oh, my sister's out here. Reagan, raise your hand.
Oh my gosh. Literally, you said you were reading this and then you were going to be done this presentation. The hell, Megan.
Reagan's used to my tangents.
Now we need Reagan. I don't know why their parents did that to them.
Somewhere in there.
That must have been so annoying in school.
Maybe you can't. Okay.
Tech genius.
The other owners on here, Reagan's on here too. So thank you for being on here. I know you've been on here the whole time. Okay, real quick, guys. So pre-launch is for leaders and builders. State of the
And it says Monday, February 17th at 12 p.m. Eastern. All members must attend this crucial call. And this is what I mean. All right? Like, this is what they have to come for? Yeah, if they miss this, then shame on them, huh? Yeah, no, this was super important.
Union call, I said Monday, February 17th at 12 p.m. Eastern. Action required. All members must attend this crucial call. If you are unable to join, ensure you watch the recording promptly. Somebody tell me, where will the recording be? Because I know somebody's about to ask. Where is the recordings always for these last 50, 40 something days? In the Telegram, pinned to the top. Okay. In the Telegram, pinned to the top. And some of you guys are messaging just to me. So go down to where it says to and change it to everyone so everybody can see what you're doing because you're direct messaging me only.
Okay.
So change it at the very bottom. Go to participants, meeting, go to chat and change. It's okay. I just want everybody to see you guys give the answer so I don't have to give it. It's in Telegram always. As soon as I get off of here, I upload to YouTube and sometimes I make it invisible so you can't see it on YouTube. Like right now, this won't be on YouTube because it'll be in the Telegram pinned to the top. Okay. I also want you guys to understand that number two, we've halted the $25 payments. This is pinned to the top of the Telegram temporarily. We did that a couple days ago, or yesterday maybe, I can't remember, because all 25 payments have paused this week only as we work on implementing our new payment system. Okay. Payments are halted to allow us to catch up on support tickets and ensure all previous payments are processed and make sure everyone who has paid so far is properly activated. Once complete, we will resume payments through our new payment system. There's been several people who, there's nothing wrong with our system, but when you send me $25 in Tron, that's only $3. Right? So we didn't push you through. Once
it's not live though, to be fair, but she did like upload it onto YouTube almost right after. So I don't know what she's talking about.
Today we pushed the payments through, even though you might have shorted us a couple cents or so. We push you through once a day. So I need you guys to tell people that. Participate in the important marketing. I'm going to bring Jerome up in just a second. We're going to come back to number 3.
Oh, Jerome,
because it's super important. Wait. Number 4. Prepare for the Legend Maker Tour. The start date is February 20th in Detroit. Registration details will be available by Tuesday-ish.
I was like, I can't go. I was like, it's okay, Joe. I wouldn't feel right subjecting you to that.
on myvibe.io. It's the Eventbrite. Now, we're probably not going to take money on Eventbrite.
Also, like, I don't know if Joe would have been able to get it. I feel like she would have to personally know every single person that walked through the door to see her because of the way that she treats people in these like webinars and how she made them all come on and show their face and say hi to prove that they were like what their screen name said and shit. I'm like, I don't even know if we could send someone to go check it out in person because like if she doesn't recognize you, you might not be allowed in.
Right? Only because we know that we got people out here who don't love the Lord right now, but we're going to pray for them anyway.
What?
Right? They don't love the God, and they don't love the God in us, and that's okay. Like, I think Mary wrote a song called "It's the God in Me." I love that song. People, it ain't me that they don't love, so I don't take it personally. They just flee when when God comes, like the enemy flees, or they start doing crazy stuff, right? So there will be a small attendance fee, guest or free. So you guys want to get...
We're apparently possessed by demons as well, which is why we're going after her.
People signed up ASAP. And then you also want to make sure that if you do pay at the door at one of these places, it might accrue a little bit of a higher cost. That's an...
Yeah, no, you got to pay to go too.
Every network marketing company, that's to pay for the person who got the venue or did the travel or whatever. It's not...
Yeah, no, usually you buy a ticket, but it's for the convention. It's not just to go do a meet and greet with the person there. You usually have to be somebody that's like quite well known before you could charge for meet and greets on this platform, you know? Like usually the people on this platform that charge people for meet and greets have like at least 500,000 subscribers and they're going on tours so that people buy tickets to come meet them because when they show up to a place like Toronto, you know, there's like a lot of people that are probably going to want to meet them there. So then they have to have tickets so that the venue doesn't get like, you know, overcrowded or have a stampede. That kind of thing has happened in the past. People have gotten hurt. There are all kinds of horror stories out here of really bad like conventions put on and everything as well, right? But it's weird when someone like Megan is like, I'm going to go on tour and then I'm going to charge you to come and meet me. It's like, bitch, who are you? like, because you're the CEO of VYB? Like, think about it. They don't have products yet. Like, people aren't selling things. So, like, what is this? You know, like, there aren't other MLM CEOs that are going around on tours like this at the very start of their fucking thing. It's just so weird. Even Ash met with the people for free when he's gone out to meet them. He's done it for free even. So it's like you're charging people, Lord.
Going to be a big fee, but you got to pay something. If
it's so funny to me that you can't do anything with VYB and she's going on tour to promote it. It's giving on passive vibes. It's like almost worse, like I said, because of her charging for it. It's like, lady, okay, until your company really pops off, like nobody knows who you are. Like, what the fuck? Like, that would be like me being like, guys, I'm going on tour. All right, I'm going to be charging $50 to come and meet me. And then I like went around, like it would be like, what, like one person would show up if I was lucky? Like, fuck off. You know, like, what the hell is this? Like, it's so weird to charge for that. I would have had to return $25 in bottles. Yeah, she is doing the Ash plan to perfection. I mean, it's very, very much like on passive. This is like the female version of on passive. Never forget the Golden Corral 2024, and that's what I mean. But even before that, Ash went to a few different meetings with O founders. They did do kind of like a mini tour, if you would. But he didn't charge money. He didn't charge the money. If anything, I'm pretty sure that they like paid for it. I mean, I think that when Red did his like event, he had to pay for it. But all the times that Ash went around to go meet up with them, I'm pretty sure he flipped the bill for that. Like, they didn't have to buy a ticket to go say hello to Ash. So it's kind of like, what the hell? Like, who are you, Megan?
You do go to those particular events, okay?
Weird.
So you should see something on Eventbrite, and then on myvibe.io, we're also going to put the information so that you can attend the events, okay?
Jesus Christ.
Number 5, learn how to become a leader by plugging.
Everyone's just like, oh my God, is she coming to my place? Will she be in my city? I'm so excited.
In. This is what I was talking about, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this.
Okay.
Engage with training materials and stay plugged in. I want you to watch these videos. It's the video that probably nobody wants to watch because it has the least amount of views on it, because I'm talking to people. It's always business, never personal. Remember Nino Brown said, this ain't personal, guys. But right now I'm building a legacy for my family. Right now you're building a legacy for your family. So you can't get caught up, because you're going to have 6 people in your business, and these people are going to be quitters.
Like, she has the same amount of subscribers as the recovering Hunbot. Maybe we should talk Alonda to do a tour. Like, we should tell her, look, Megan does tours. You should definitely do a tour and come meet all of us. Like, it's really ridiculous.
These people.
6 people or 7? Good question, because she said 7 people earlier. And it says 6 on that, doesn't it? We don't know. We're just whichever number we say first.
Are going to show up whenever they feel like it. These people are going to be active people. They're in every single company. They're everywhere and nowhere at the same time. You know those people exist in your business. So don't be mad at them. Just know who they are. Right? You're going to have players. All of you have probably dated a player at one point. Hopefully you're not still talking about them, right?
What?
20 years from now. Get over it. Move on. That's what you need to do to the players that show up. They're going to sign up a couple people, and then they're going to go be in another company, and they're going to not show up to trainings at 12 and 8 because they don't think it's important. And, oh, she says the same thing every single time. No, I don't. I always say it different. And I always drop nuggets, but only.
I mean, they're not wrong. You kind of do say the same thing. The same thing every time. Londo will be going to the on passive trial. That's right. That's right. But she would never come and be like, come see me, guys. You can pay $50 for a ticket. Like, I thought the only one who could be everywhere and nowhere is God. So, well, you know, she does claim to be religious, but well, we've seen a lot of false prophets here, haven't we? What facility can handle the ones and ones of people wanting to meet here? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know where she is going. Like, I'm not really familiar because she's not coming anywhere near me. It looked like she was going, based on what Jelly and I saw, it looked like she's going to the congregations of the pastors that are in this. That's what it appears to be. So there's like a handful of like pastors in this. And the first few places she was going on this tour were places that were owned by them. So I'm not really familiar with all of the places she's going. I'm just not, and I haven't sat down and looked them all up, so I'm not going to pretend. But I'm guessing that she has made connections with people via other scams in this one. And so her tour is going to be basically her popping into places that are owned or run by the people that have signed up for this thing, you know, or people that like maybe it's not a congregation or a church per se, but it's like some kind of like town hall. And she knows someone in that area that can get her access to it for the afternoon for a few hours. You know what I mean? So I'm not even sure if she's paying for these places. So I also want to kind of throw that out there. I will look more into it. The tour just started this past weekend, but I am going to look more into it. But my guess is that she's not paying to like rent any of these spaces for any of these stops. And therefore, I don't know why she would then need to charge tickets. Like, it's just another money grab is my point. Like, it would be one thing if she had to pay, right, to like rent out the space, but it doesn't appear to be that way so far. So several, she's going, she plans on going to a lot of places, but I don't know if she's going to finish it. Because it, like, her version of the tour, I think, is going to get quite expensive. And, like, if they're not launching these products in the meantime, like, where is this money coming from? You know, it begs a lot more questions. Last weekend, a hat shop, private home, and a church. Yeah, like, it seems to be, like, things like that. So, like, you know, it's like, okay, well, obviously they know the people who they're going to save. You know? Because there'll be like a house, a church, but then you look into who owns the church and it will be someone that's in this. So you're like, oh, okay, that's why. You know? So I don't think she's like renting places. Well, the first tour spot was attended by the elderly in Michigan, the seniorpreneurs. Yeah. Was that the one that was at the church there? That was run by what's his name? Because that would make some sense. Will there be tour merch? Probably. Or maybe not. I don't know. Let's see if she does that. That would be smart marketing in a way.
The ones who are the leaders are going to hear it, right? They're going to hear the things. The workers are going to sign up people and they're going to turn into leaders. And those leaders are going to turn into studs. And then you have to understand that if you think it's a scam,
I really cannot stand the stud thing. Every time she says it, I cringe. It just bleeds toxic masculinity. All right, this whole stud thing. I don't like it.
I still get paid. If you think that it's too good to be true, I still get paid. If you join me, we both get paid. If you don't join me, I still get paid. You guys have to understand that your income cannot be tied to whether or not somebody believes or not. It can't.
Well, you're the one that's paying them $10 off every 25 signups. So you're the one that tied their income into the recruiting. What do you mean? What do you mean, Megan?
Be tied to that. Then that means that your belief is not strong enough in what you're trying to do, what your vision is.
They are.
So I want you guys to understand all those people are going to show up. You just got to make sure that you're not a quitter. That's it. You are not responsible for anybody else but you. And especially in pre-launch, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
Pre-launch is about go find people who are like you. Go find the workers, the leaders, and the studs. But you can't attract a worker, a leader, or a stud if you're not that. You can't, right? So I want you guys to understand that we will resume
payments are halted because you don't have a merchant.
Payments, but right now, you know, the owners talked about this. We were going to allow you guys to keep making the payments, but until we get through all these folks and then we implement our new payment system.
Exactly. $10 is $10. I just think it's so funny that she straight up pays people to recruit, which is illegal, by the way. You're not supposed to be paying just commissions on recruiting because there's no products being sold right now. So technically, like, the only thing they're making is off of recruiting. That makes it a pyramid scheme. So we're in illegal territory here. So it's like, you can do that, then you have the audacity to be like, oh, but don't tie your income only into recruiting. And it's like, Megan, you kind of set up the business to be that right now, but okay, we'll try. Yeah, her lawyers have lawyers and the owners have owners.
Which we're super excited about because they're our partners and no stranger can come along and do anything to disrupt that, right? We are so excited about that. So stay tuned for that. Right now, everybody type hustle and build.
Hustle and build?
Hustle and build. That's all you should be doing. Hustle and build for free while you have a chance, because if you sign up.
Yeah, something is going on where all these people seem to think that you can just like sign up people to things without having any type of like real business plan to give them, or like without really showing products that they're selling. Like, what is going on? People are like, sure, they told me it was $25, so I just handed over my money and signed on for it. I don't care what the products are. Stop doing that. Don't do that. That's bad.
50 people, 80% of them probably won't do nothing but complain.
So what you're saying is 80% of the people watching you right now are going to do nothing but complain. I really like how Megan likes to insult us the whole way through.
But the 20% of them, you can go straight to the promised land with those 20%ers.
They lost their Tyga pay. They also lost their first website host, and then tried to blame it on a migration. So we're doing a lot of on-passive stuff, you know?
So spend 80% of your time with the 20%ers and 20% of your time with the 80%ers. That's why people are like, I called you 5 times. Yes, but I haven't seen you on any call, so I'm not taking time to talk to you right now.
So how much do you want to bet that there's some people that are all in right now, right? But then literally she just made that statement and they're one of the people that have been trying to call her. And now they feel like shit. And they're like, oh, okay, she's not answering me because I'm not engaged enough. And you hope that those people will be like, well, in that case, fuck this and leave. But unfortunately, it tends to have the opposite effect where they go, I'm going to prove to her that I am engaged in this enough and I am going to all the trainings so that next time she'll answer my calls. And I hate that.
You got to catch up to where I am, right? Go watch some videos, get in the Telegram, go look at the playbook. That's what you guys need to say to people.
You know what I say to people about Telegram? If a business only has Telegram to communicate to you with, and maybe an ecosystem, probably a scam. All right. All the scams and all the cults are on Telegram.
I'm not talking to you guys. I hope you know that. I'm giving you the tools and what you should say when quitters are in your business and you start to get emotional about it.
Which is what you would maybe think Megan's doing right now about her business.
Can't be emotional in business. You can have emotion, but you can't be emotional. You know what my emotion is?
Says her.
Unapologetic. That's an emotion. That's my emotion. I am unapologetic about my hopes and dreams.
I actually have been finding you quite angry. Not in a good way. It's like, oh, these haters, we got to pray to God. Oh, I'm not scamming anyone. I'm starting a business. We're going to have these 8 products, I swear. Oh, there's not enough people here. Okay, we'll go at 8 p.m. instead. Like, you know, you're a mess. An angry, hot mess.
You know what my emotion is? Just nonchalant with people who are nonchalant about their business and their hopes and dreams.
But again, how do you prove that you're serious about a business when you can't sell the products there? Are you just recruiting a lot of people?
You got to go find the people who are excited, right? So I want you guys to understand.
I'm excited.
Let me keep going.
Are you
so
excited?
Prepare for the Legend Maker Tour. Plug in, watch these videos over and over again. And if you have somebody who's a quitter, or just send them this video. You don't even have to.
Sherry says, attract a stud, sign me up.
To say nothing to them. So they'll see it. They'll get offended because it's the truth. Just give them the video. Stay plugged in and updated on system enhancements. We are getting a brand new back office. We're so very excited about this. So we are a little bit off of our official launch by a couple.
Oh, Lord. We're going to have to go through login issues, won't we? And then she's going to be on tour and she's not going to be able to answer any of the tickets.
Couple weeks. And if that's a problem for you, I'm going to ask you this question, and I want you guys to ask your people. How many personals do you have? How many personals do your personals have? Are you 7 levels deep in your organization yet? Because if you're not, then you need to tell them to get back to work because they need us to go for 2 more weeks so they can get busy.
Wow. Okay, so you're supposed to have 7 levels under you already while you're not selling products? Sus.
You make your money in pre-launch. You make it in pre-launch, ladies and gentlemen. Ask anybody on my team. The matrix is, we're anticipated early March, so build for free. Nobody wants to get into the new back office faster than Reagan and Dre and I, or Tony for that matter, because we hired one of the best to build out our back office, and I'm so super excited about it. Number 7, ensure team engagement. If your team members are not participating or showing up, they may not be the leaders you need. Seek out new, committed individuals who are serious about this movement. Make your circle so small it's a period. Make it so small that people have to really work to get into your circle. Right now, I have 70 leaders in a Telegram right now, but I don't have 70 people participating in that leadership group. So I'm about to make another group because there are people waiting at the door ready to get in. There are people waiting at the door like, Megan, I'm all in. Everybody type 90 in the chat. I'm almost done, even though I told you 30 minutes. 90 days to 120 days.
Lord,
those are the people I'm looking for right now, where they're willing to put everything down. They're willing to tell their kids and their husbands and wives and sit down and have a family.
Right, and the thing is, she pumped this up as the product announcement and then got mad when people came in like, what are the products? It's like, okay.
Family meeting, like
you could have just read this.
Dad used to have at 5 a.m. and say, listen, I can't do 70 in this house right now. My daughter's doing 70%. I'm doing 30% of the chores, of the cooking. My daughter's doing it all, right? She's going to the grocery store. She's about to go to the store and shop for me. I got to make her a ChatGPT.
And I really do love that they're doing this whole kingdom build thing. And they really do want to copy their last, well, not their last scam, but one of their last scams, whole like kingdom, kings, queens, princess thing. And then the people speaking out about them are like me, queen of karma, and then queens of schemes. Like, you wanted to build a kingdom. Well, you got some royalty after you right now.
List of all the things I need. She's ordering. I can't do 70% in this house right now.
Oh, my Lord.
Because I'm doing 150% over here in this business. So we'll hire a maid. I'll get you a chef. Give me 90 days. And you'll have your.
So you're not going to cook for your family for 90 days? Because you're working on this? Priorities.
A chef. We don't have to do nothing. We just hire people to do those things, right? So I want you guys to understand.
Wow.
Just look for new leaders. Number 8.
We just hire people to do those things.
Addressing account issues promptly. So this is in the playbook. Support tickets. If you have an account issue, submit a support ticket through the support section at myvibe.io. But important, before you do that, understand that we can all see it. I can see every support ticket, right? Because the only people that should be over here in pre-launch right now are everybody type leaders in the chat. The only people that should be over here are leaders. And if you send a support ticket, you should be sending first name, last name, email address, get to the point. It should say problem. Can't verify my email.
And he would have to get out of the chair, Jelly. So I don't know if that's ever going to happen.
And then bullet point. There should be no paragraphs. There should be no whining in support tickets. You're only over here. We're only letting you in right now because we need somebody to beta test the system. We need somebody to.
Jesus Christ, she even has rules about how you write your support tickets.
Stress test our system. So you guys, before you sign somebody up in the business, you have to tell them that. So they don't come over here like, well, where are the products? Well, why aren't they talking about this? Well, why is this happening? Well, why did my verification? That's the only reason why you're over here.
Lady, you literally told them all that this was going to be about the products. And then you're mad that they showed up expecting to hear about the damn products. Like, what do you mean?
To stress test the system. That's it.
Lord.
So
I think they're doing a stress test on you and you're failing.
It's important before submitting a support ticket, please use forgot password feature if you're unable to log in. Clear your browser caches. If you don't know how to clear your cache, go to YouTube and ask YouTube University, how do I clear my caches? Don't send us a support ticket asking, how do I clear my caches? Right? Somebody said, don't prejudge, everyone will sort themselves out. Yeah, yes, but you also have a responsibility before you sign people up to make sure they know what they're signing up for. And that's sometimes what doesn't happen. Like, that's your job as a leader to say, listen, I'm only looking for leaders and I believe that's you. So before I give you my referral link, blah, 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 that's you guys' job before you just sign up any Tom, Dick, and Harry. You don't do that during pre-launch, right? Pre-launch are for leaders. Note, avoid sending thank you replies as they generate additional tickets and may cause delays, right? So please don't do that. When people do that, I know they haven't read this playbook. Avoid unnecessary support requests. Warning, only submit support tickets for genuine issues.
When they do that, I know they haven't read this. Like, Lord. Cash E, it's cash. I'll bet she says Earl. She probably does.
Unnecessary tickets can delay assistance for others. Common issues. Some members are selecting BTC but sending USDT or Tron, leading to payment discrepancies. So we just shut it off for just a second until we get our new payment system, okay? Important, we're not accepting any more payments this week to process existing payments and support tickets. We will transition to our new payment system shortly.
So see, you are admitting that you have to get a new payment system. You're just not telling people why. All right. Well, it was because you lost your last one because this is a scam.
So just hustle and build for free.
You broke terms of service with them because, again, right now, you're only recruiting people into this pyramid. There's no products being sold. And then people are making money off of the recruiting, apparently. But I don't think you're paying out. You're just like collecting the $25 right now, which is just not good. So who is reading this playbook before they join or after? I assume that she wants them to read it after they join. Don't sign up every Tom, Dick, and Harry, yet contact every person in your phone. So which one is it, right? And not only that, but then tell them to all contact at least 7 people each, who then also have to contact 7 people. So it's like, what do you mean, Megan? Like, you want everybody to sign up in the whole world, probably, just like on Passive.
Connected. Regularly check myvibe.io for updates, resources, and event information. By participating in this pre-launch phase, you're indicating your desire to lead. Stay engaged, proactive, and committed to the Vibe mission. Let's unite, build, and lead the Vibe movement to success, right? If you scroll down here, you'll kind of see the Legend Tour.
So see, this is where she's going. Which is why when you guys were asking me about it, I didn't exactly like stop the stream to go and tell you about it. I knew it was coming up on the screen here soon. But this is her Legend Maker Tour. So as you can see, she went to Detroit, Michigan. And right now, she is going to be in Nashville and Chattanooga, Tennessee. And then as you can see, there's several others, and she goes to some places twice. So as you can see, it starts at Detroit, Michigan, February 19th to 23rd. And if you look down at the very bottom on the right, you'll see that May 8th to 9th, she's in Detroit, Michigan again. All right. So I don't know what that's about, but she's doing a tour. So these are all the places she's going. You know, she's going kind of to almost every state, it looks like. It's quite the tour. You know, we got Jackson, Mississippi, Tennessee, Arkansas, Texas, Arizona, California, Missouri, Georgia, North Carolina, the DMV. I don't know what that's about. There's like only one DMV in the US, and then she's going there. I don't know what that is. New York, you know, Pennsylvania, back to Michigan. And then she's going to Indianapolis, Indiana for the twins' birthday party. I guess that will be a special one, right? So she's going all around. I'm starting to see she's quite namist. She's doing home presentations. It's like she doesn't trust people to do their own home presentations. It's weird. That is weird. But honestly, kind of MLM-like. In all the MLMs, if you're doing like home parties or if you're doing like even the online parties, especially for the first few parties, your upline will basically be the one putting on the parties and showing you how to do it. So it's not really that different from what other MLMs do. It's just most of them don't go on the tour. And for a lot of these places, they're supposed to be seen as like a public like meeting, like the one in Detroit was. And then you have to buy tickets to come see her as well. So it's like, the fuck, man? We're not going to buy tickets to come and visit you. One DMV. That would explain the long wait times, right? Right? DMV is in the Washington, D.C., Virginia, Maryland area. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I was just kind of like, it just says the DMV there. I don't know what that is. I don't know it. I'm in Canada. I don't know. Megan's broke ass roadshow, as Danny calls it. Yeah, no, pretty much that's what it is. A 3-hour tour, like Gilligan's Island. A tour without products. And that's the thing. Like, they don't have their products. They just have a list that explains what the products are going to be. Like that's all that there is. And so it's like, what are we doing? Like, why are we even going on tour? Tour for what?
To add Chattanooga, Tennessee as well on here. So
one was literally is in someone's house that I saw. Did they charge 20 there? I wonder. I don't know. Maybe. We'll have to kind of wait and see when it gets closer to like the date that she goes to like some of the people. Because you're right. Some of them are like houses. So you're like, okay, obviously she's going to visit somebody that's in this. I don't know. She's not just like showing up at some random stranger's door, you know? But then other ones, like I said, they're in like churches or like they're in some kind of like hall or so I'm like, are we doing like some private meetings where people don't have to pay? Because I agree with you that making people pay at a house would be kind of weird, wouldn't it? Like, how do we do that? Do we get like the homeowner is like standing at the door and they're taking tickets? Because I wouldn't really be comfortable with doing this. Are they okay with letting all these people in their house? You know, or is that like just a private meeting that she's doing there? But then it's like listed as part of the tour. So then you're like, so are other people allowed to come? Because, you know, I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. So we might have to just kind of like see how it goes, I guess. Legend Maker Tour. She's so full of herself. I know she actually goes by Legend. Like her name in the meeting will be Legend. She doesn't go in there as Megan or Megan Lynch. No. She's just Legend in all capitals. So Tanya would like her.
Hold on. Sorry. So make sure that, hi, happy birthday. Hi there. I'm on this call right now that I'm about to get out. Say hi to the people.
Wow.
What's going on, everybody?
Your haircut looks great. Okay, I got to go because I got to get off this call. I love you. I'll call you right back.
Right.
Okay, bye.
Wow. It's his birthday. Yeah, happy birthday to him. Okay,
sorry. So anyway, you guys can take a look at this right here. Last thing, because we have 8 minutes and we're getting off of here. I'm going to introduce you guys to somebody really quickly because tomorrow we're doing a call. It's on number 3. Okay. So tonight at 8 o'clock, we're going to go over the new PowerPoint. We're going to go over the price point, the value that is created. But tomorrow, February 18th at 8 p.m. Eastern, and then Wednesday, February 19th at 12 p.m. Eastern, we're going to focus on some marketing tools. I want to show you some things that I'm doing for my Legend Maker Tour, strategies, training, optional marketing products for builders. I'm going to show you guys that. But then I also want to bring somebody up who's probably going to do our very first VYB Global content course, right? This is a really great friend of mine. We only have a couple minutes but I want to bring him up. I don't know if you can turn your video on, but this gentleman is, like my brother, like not my real brother, but he is my brother in Christ, and love him to pieces. And he said the same thing. We've been rocking and rolling since the beginning of time, right? And he decided to not do network marketing anymore. He's like, I'm done with it. Probably around the same time that I said I was done with it and retiring. I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. And we were wandering around in the wilderness for a while, and then we separated. And when we separated, God really worked on us and what we could bring to the people. So I want to introduce you guys because you're going to hear him a lot, and I'm so excited for him to be aboard. Romy Rome.
Hey, Megan, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Can you introduce yourself to the folks, and then we're going to vibe
I
out
sure can.
just a couple minutes because we're going to get off on time. But I want them to really know who you are and why you do what you do and what you're going to be bringing to the table for the Legend Group, because we about to run full speed ahead and I'm so excited that you're over here.
Yes. Hey, everybody. My name is Jerome. Romy Rome to my friends. I just want to give a quick shout out to Lonnie. That's my guy. Man, I haven't talked to Lonnie in so long. I have to call you, bro. We have to talk. But I am just so excited to be here with you guys, man. I come to you from Columbus, Ohio. And I tell you, man, it's cold, it's snowing outside, but I am so excited to be here. Megan has been my coach for 6 years, going on 7 years now. And I tell you what, man, we had a beautiful conversation today talking about attraction marketing for network marketers. We know how to do the networking part. We know how to, invite people and do all of those things. But here's the thing. The marketing piece is what we're missing. We're missing that ability to attract the ideal clients that we want to work with. We don't know that part. So I want to share that with you. I actually work for a company that was bringing in hundreds of people through their funnel, and it was my job to close them. The program was $10,000 per person. I mean, it was off the chain, 10 grand per person, and they had a finance. You can finance it, and it would cost you 15,000. But I literally help people who made 5, 6, and 7 figures a month create automation and have clients coming to them on automation.
So, That's what Ash Mufara said he did. What?
So I want to bring that to the table. We're going to be doing some great things, helping you guys grow your business. We're going to teach you something that's going to allow you to have an automated system bringing you clients every day. I just want to say this real quick. I made a.
So it appears that VYB is going to be like Megan and this ecosystem hooking up with other companies who then provide products for it. That's what it's looking like.
A mock campaign, and I created a ebook, and that ebook last month I got 35 clients.
Woo!
On automation. That was last month.
What?
So far this month,
that's like one a day.
I got 28.
What?
So the system works.
And you know what?
The system works.
And Jerome, people think you have to have.
Now we're also using a system, Jelly, a system to get strangers to come join. So yeah, I don't know.
Like, oh, okay, well, but I need thousands of clients. Well, you start somewhere, right? And I remember when you were doing it. Now, guys, listen, we're not bringing you a $10,000 program. Romy Rome already went through the program. So now we're going to pick his brain. And that's what everybody type partnership. That's what partnership does, is that now Jerome's on. he's been on the team. He's been over here, but he's kind of been like, is this what am I getting back into network marketing? But I was like, we need you. Like, you went on
an ebook. You go, Jeffrey Morlock. I want to read some of his stuff. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that. And let me know if you want me to do it on a stream or in a video. Maybe I'll do a poll later.
And learned a skill set. Now you're on the team, right? You might sell a course for $20, but now we got thousands of people who are buying your books, and
thousands.
You ain't even really pushing your books right now. You're just doing a little bit here and there, right? But the people you were working with were making 6 and 7 figures a month learning the attraction marketing. And now you've kicked it into gear and said, you know what? I'm going to do it for myself, right? But
that's what they all do. It's what they all do.
You have all this knowledge that you can now teach to us. So I do want you guys to know that, like, it's really important, because
you can have courses for sale in your ecosystem.
What I'm going to show you tomorrow is powerful, but with Jerome being able to pour into you guys,
so powerful.
That's what he's willing to do as part of the team.
I don't want him pouring into me. What do you mean? The hell does that mean? Listen, I'm not single, lady.
To pour into you is you're going to take it to the next level. It's exactly how I attracted all of you, because Jerome, say this really
My husband does that just fine. I don't need any help.
Quickly before we get off. You know how people start.
There you go, Sherry. He wants to pour into you.
You got to get out of your warm market, right? You got to get out of your warm market as fast as you possibly can. But you guys, you got to tell your warm market. You got to tell everybody in your circle that's probably not going to be in your circle in the next 30 days. You got to tell all of them what you're doing and bring them to listen. Half of them won't, 80% of them won't show up. But most people, Jerome, they won't even get out of their warm market. Well, I'm not going to talk to my cousin, or I'm not going to talk to them so they can tell you no. But then, Jerome, what did you say that we need to do about getting a new warm market?
I love how she just assumes that they'll say no too, right? Talk to them so that they'll say no. Like, yeah, because they're going to say no. They're not saying yes.
Market.
So after that, because we all, most of us are in the NFL, so that was part of the reason why I didn't want to do network marketing. In 2023, we went from one company to a better company, and then that company got merged with another company, and every time we made those changes, I lost my people. So that motivated me to start looking for attraction marketing methods to help me get a whole new group of people. Oh, yeah? And the place that I went looking for it, they liked me so much they hired me to help them sell their customers. And for every person that I sold, I made $1,000. So that motivated me to do it, right? But here's the thing. What they were teaching was only for consultants and coaches, and they didn't do it for network marketing. So my thought was, I'm going to get this information because it works. It's so powerful. It works. I'm going to get this information, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and teach it to my people, to our community. When I got back to our community, there was no community anymore.
I was retired. I'm like, I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Somebody will get that movie later. My kids always watch that. I'm not doing this anymore. So
we were like, man. And in 2024, I just said, forget it. I'm not working with nothing. I'm done. And then recently, Megan sent me the link when you were on your way to St. Louis. You sent me the link, and you said, hey, we got to talk. And I love you so much. I was like, you know what? I'll talk to you, but I'm not getting back in the game. I'm sorry, I'm out.
I know.
And then
I didn't push you though. I just talked to you, and I was like, I didn't even really bring it up. I was just like,
you didn't push me. You didn't push me. You didn't push me. You said, I said to you, I said, hey, we need to sit. Okay, if we're going to sit down and talk about this thing, I need to see you. And I drove, because we were only an hour away. I drove to see Megan. And as soon as I saw that passion in her eyes, that fire, that like Megan's the same person away from the lights as she is in front of the lights.
Amaya just is that Jerome? Amaya, is that Jerome?
Oh, that's my baby. Tell her say hi. But look, man, after she told me what she was trying to do and what she's looking to accomplish, it clicked. Like, man, if I could help you, if I could show you a way to have clients coming in on automation, they're coming to you. You're not the hunter anymore. You're the hunted. And when they come to you, they're coming to you with their credit card in their hand, ready to do business with you, because we're going to teach you how to warm. It's called cold market warming. So we're going to teach you cold market warming and how to use social media the right way, and how to have the algorithm on these platforms push your content out to their community. We're also going to show you the automation piece and how to use Chat GPT and AI to craft your messaging so that you're speaking to a specific person. So we're going to teach you that. And we're also going to teach you how to build your email list so that every time you offer something, you have an instant market right there. You can drop your email list is a funnel, and you drop products in the top of this funnel, and out the other end comes money. So we're going to teach you how to do that. And we're going to teach you how to have a rejection proof business. No, listen, this system, nobody will tell you no, because you're not going to be talking to them. Your messaging is going to talk to them, and then they're going to come to you saying, hey, I'm interested. I want what you have. And if we can do that, listen, would you pay me $10,000 to show you how to make $10,000 a month? What if it didn't cost you that? What if it cost you $20? What if I could show you how to do this $20 a month? Who can say no to that?
Right?
Can't nobody say no. And we're going to have so much fun. And I'm a challenge. Listen, we're not going to just teach you. We're going to hold you accountable. We're going to show you how to use these tools and how to perfect your messaging. And we're going to hold you accountable. You're going to have some homework. And we're going to make this thing happen. And we're going to make VYB the vibe.
I love it. I was just waiting for you guys to come back, right? You know, we were all scattered, like and Jerome is so in his word that I don't ever remember anything. So I miss him so much, because I'm always like, no, when was it when they were wandering around in the wilderness, Jerome? And then they were complaining and everything. And we just happened to like disperse, right? Like we were all speaking different languages, babble. Over here, I'm going to be speaking 150 different languages with my avatar, right? So that it doesn't sound like babble all over the place to certain people. But anyways, I just want to say I'm so very grateful that you are over here. I'm so very grateful that you're already creating your content to go inside of VYB Global, so that when you came to me, like our money went from way up here to like, right? So I'm like, I don't have $10,000 to spend on this course. And Jerome's like, they're not going to take you anyway, because they don't take network marketers, right? He doesn't deal with network marketers, but you are like, you're the work in network marketing, but you're the marketing now in network marketing. And that's what people don't know how to do. I tell them, go to your warm market. They tell me, I don't want to do that. Yes, you have to. You got to go through your warm market in one day. I told my whole family in one day. So tell me no now, because I ain't talking to you about it. My brother's super busy. He's a basketball coach, but he called me and was like, listen, my brother's got an email list of thousands of people.
Well, congratulations.
I got a Google form with 800 people. Anything my brother tells them to do, they do it. He hasn't even told them really yet, because he's been so over here. But now he's like, listen, I'm ready to run.
Imagine using your influence for this.
Tell me what I need to do. I'm like, go to myvyb.io. Right? So I want to say, Jerome, I'm so very grateful that you are going to be teaching. I'm so very grateful that your course will be the first course inside of the VYB Global, because people actually need to know what you know. So when they put their course in there, they know how to push people to their course or attract people. Everybody say the word attract. We're not pushing anybody. That sounds like work. We're not begging anybody. I've attracted all of you guys because I decided, when God said, do it for me and I'll expand your territory. Jerome, you've been with me for years. It's never been this big.
No. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. And here's the benefit.
See, he came from something else too in her past a year ago. Right? It's like, oh, so you guys have known each other for a year. So he's not just joining this because he thinks Vibe's a great idea. He's probably joining this because you're partnering with him and he knows he'll sign up a lot of people to his MLM.
Of learning digital marketing. Once you understand how the game is played, you can sell anything. And not just that. If you are working in the matrix, right? And you're looking to grow in the matrix to maximize the comp plan, you're going to need people. You're going to need people. So now here's the thing. If you're attracting people to you, what will happen if you had your leaders doing the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
What would happen if they had their leaders doing the same thing? Hey, there she is. Hey, sweetie.
Hi. My baby.
What would happen to your business if you had everybody using a system that's bringing clients to them on automation? Like what I just told you guys about my numbers for my ebook. Listen, I just did a little landing page and mentioned it a couple times on my social media information, and all I'm going to do is email them. That's it. So if you can do that, and you can have, and they will have my link to my ebook. So if you do that,
why is he screaming at us now?
For your business is going to grow. You're not going to have a problem getting people and doing all those things. That's the number one problem that all network marketers have: people, prospecting. But let's get them coming to you, asking you versus you running out there trying to capture them, okay?
I love it. Listen, you already...
Wouldn't be the first time that Megan's used a child in her scam. They actually had Reagan's daughter, I believe it was, come out and do a whole speech about how she is loving Vibe and how great Vibe would be to join. Yeah, it's just not a good look.
Already have said a word. So we just want to say thank you. We can't wait to... Who's joining Jerome's class? Go ahead and just put a 7.
Not me.
Like 7s. It's the number of completion.
Although we might
going to be the first one to say, yes, I want to... I don't want to pay 10 grand, Jerome. I ain't paying 10 grand. But trust and believe, I'll pay for it inside of there, and then we can all collectively get you to the number that you typically would get to. But Jerome's going to be the first course in there because we need... What's your course called? Tell us about it.
My course is called Understanding Money Online. Understanding Money Online.
Wow. How original of a name.
And my subtitle is Attraction Marketing for Network Marketers.
Oh Lord.
I love it. I love it. I'm taking it, right? So I am so very excited for you and what this program is going to do for you, but more importantly, the impact it's going to create for everybody that's on this call as well. So we're excited. All right, guys. So listen, Jerome, thank you so much. I love you, brother. You know I do.
Love you too.
So guys, I will see you at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. Get into the Telegram because I'm going to post a new
Jerome. Shoot me, please shoot me. Shoot me.
Link. We're going to get on a new system or whatever. And all of you guys are probably going to want this system once I show it to you because we're going to get on it. And it's phenomenal. It's way cheaper than Zoom. It's better than Zoom. Zoom owes me some money for letting the scammers on my calls and do crazy stuff. But anyway, so I'm so very thankful for you guys. I'll see you tonight at 8 o'clock. Bring your...
What do you mean Zoom owes you money for letting the scammers on your calls? No scammers were on your call. And it had nothing to do with Zoom that people were coming into your meeting. When you have a meeting open to the public and then you share the password to everybody, all right? Don't get upset when people come in there and go, hey, this is a scam. Well, you're trying to scam people, Megan. But that's not like Zoom's fault. Like, maybe don't share out the password like that then.
Notebook, bring your friends. So let me get this, the link and stuff out for you guys so that you'll be able to jump on
She posts it on social media and she posts it in the Telegram, and then she seems to not understand that people would obviously be watching the Telegram if they're watching her to see what kind of scam she's running, you know? And then she goes, oh, how do they keep getting in here? It's like, well, what the hell? And now she's trying to say Zoom owes her money for it. No, they don't. They don't owe you money. You keep posting the link up so people keep coming in. That's not their fault. Like, come on, man.
This particular call tonight at 8. So just let everybody know. You can share. I'm going to post a flyer real quick for the.
See, she makes full flyers. And it will have like the link, and then it will have like the password on it. The password's usually the same thing. It's usually like VYB or something. It's not that hard.
Call, and it'll say myvibe.io, and we'll put the link on there when we.
Exactly. It's exactly like when we used to get the links for the Zoom on passive meetings. That's what I mean. It's like, okay, you post them out, you share them around, and then you seem to think that it's only you guys that are going to see it. Also, a lot of the time, they're like, oh, share it with the public, you know, in case people that are thinking of joining want to come in and watch this presentation. So it's like, you share it out. It's not Zoom's fault.
Pop the link up. So send everybody there. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Peace and blessings. You'll see Devin tonight because I'm going to make him get on this call tonight.
Well, that's
all right. Love you guys. See ya.
Gonna make him get on the call on his birthday. I'm sure he'll love that. Lord, I'm sure he'll love that. Wonderful. Wonderful. So Megan went on, and she went on to do her lovely presentation. I'm going to show you. This is their back office. This is the VYB back office right here. Stay in the loop. Join the official VYB updates channel on Telegram for real-time news, drops, and all things VYB. All right. Says hello to me. Product information and updates Monday, February 17th at 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern. You see that? It still says it. All right. So see, I'm not making up that she pumped up that she was going to be telling them that the products, what the products were at 12 too. This is what I mean. That's why everyone was like, oh, what are the products? What are we doing? What about the products? Right? It's like, it's still in the back like that. Alrighty. And then the people that I would sign up, which I'm not going to sign up anyone, but they would go here. And when I'm telling you about the leaderboards, this is what I'm talking about here. No pay button. That's right. Exactly. Exactly. Yes, that is my name, Sherry. The R link, you know. So this is the leaderboard. Right now we're looking at the top 50 leaders by paid referrals. So paid referrals means that they paid the $25 to join. That's what it means. And as you can see, they have a list of 50 people here with the number of people that allegedly paid to join this thing. And then we have top 50 leaders by referrals. And referrals just means that maybe they signed up for the back office, but they have not paid the $25 yet. Okay, so like I would be considered somebody's referral right now because I have access to their back office, but I am not going to be paying the $25. You know what I'm saying? That is not the Michael Williams. We were wondering that too. Scam Chan, we thought that at first too, but we were keeping an eye on it just to confirm, and it's a different one. But you will see a name that might be quite familiar. Because right here is Engineer Mike. And he has 111 referrals. That's him right there. So see the top 50 people again. And based on this information, I can tell you that out of Mike's 111, since he's not on this list here, this list here of the paid, he has not had up to 15 people sign up yet. So I can say that if out of the 111 people, Mike has had less than 15 pay the $25, since he's not included on this list, if that makes sense. And as you can see, if they got 15 people to pay the $25, then they're automatically included in this list. So we can say that he has not had that many people sign up. And also, if you go over to their website, they do have all of their policies listed now. We will probably go through them in future. I don't have time today because I'm not done going over what I want to with you guys. But we will probably do that in future. They also have this lovely brand kit. This brand kit, which was made by Tony Merrick, as you can see. And they're showing the logo for standard use. They have it here, 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 and this one. And then they tell you the colors to use for your branding with them and the font to use. They talk about photography, and they give you some examples of what you can use. And it's shared by Canva. So they just did this presentation up in Canva, very much like how I do the slideshows for you guys in Canva. And they've shared this as a link. So I found that to be fascinating. And then, of course, we also have access to their script for their VYB presentation. So it says, welcome to the VYB ecosystem, where business, education, branding, and rewards come together to create an opportunity for growth and financial success. Tonight, we will cover, makes me laugh, these scripts. A little birdie told me Mike is not very impressed with VYB so far. Well, good. Good. Michael Williams is a white dude. Yes, it's not Michael Williams' aim. Is there a Crypto Marty on the list? I think it's time for Crypto Marty to make a comeback. Yeah. It is. So tonight we will cover what VYB is and how it works. Our 7 powerful products. See, she says 7 and then there's 8 of them. Designed to help you succeed. The earning potential and reward system. Disclaimer. Before we begin, it's important to note that this presentation is for educational and illustrative purposes only. Sounds like Marty. Any references to earnings or success are not guaranteed and will vary based on individual effort, experience, and market conditions. Past profits do not guarantee future gains, and all figures are for learning purposes only. I am not going to offer you what an average person would make in this thing or post a chart just showing it. So I just wasted my time doing this disclaimer because it's still illegal. So, yeah, there you have it. Nice try, Megan, but that doesn't count. Doesn't count as one. But it's like, before we begin, let me just do this fake disclaimer that doesn't mean anything because it's not actually the legal disclaimer I'm supposed to give. What is VYB? VYB is a complete business ecosystem designed to help individuals learn, grow, and earn through community, education, branding, and rewards. We have a diverse global network of over 47,000 members across 160 plus countries, including young professionals, families, entrepreneurs, and experienced business leaders. The ecosystem is designed to provide the tools, connections, and support needed for success. Let's take a closer look at the 7 core products that make up VYB. The VYB lineup. The VYB Vault, our flagship product. VYB Vault is an on-demand learning platform offering a wide variety of courses. financial education, Forex, crypto, DeFi, trading, and investments. Yeah, financial education, right? Business and marketing, AI, branding, sales, and entrepreneurship. Personal development, always personal development, right? Leadership, mindset, and wealth building strategies. Specialized learning, sports betting, faith-based courses, lovely, and live training sessions. VYB Vault is continuously expanding, and members can submit and sell their own courses, allowing them to monetize their knowledge. And you just heard it here, who would have their first course there. So, yay! VYB Tribe, your business network and community. VYB Tribe, spelled TRYBE, is the hub for networking, mentorship, and collaboration, where members can connect with industry leaders, mentors, and like-minded professionals. Join specialized groups based on interests, demographics, and business goals. Access market insights, strategies, and real-time trends to stay ahead. And then number 3, VYB Global, the content and commerce platform. And I know you're thinking, well, that's not really that much different from the first one you were talking about. I know. VYB Global is a business-focused social media platform designed to help members expand their reach and visibility, share content, services, and products with a global audience, monetize your brand through commerce-driven networking. Think of it as TikTok or Instagram, but with business tools built in. This is the perfect place to showcase your brand and attract customers. Number 4 is VYB Spotlight, visibility and marketing. VYB Spotlight is a high-traffic business directory designed to help entrepreneurs get seen and grow their audience. Members receive a custom digital storefront to showcase their business, gain exposure to thousands of potential clients, ideal for service providers, product sellers, and content creators. That's right, YouTubers. They're after you too. If you have a business, VYB Spotlight ensures that the right people find you. Seems sus, but don't they all? 5 is VYB BrandWorks. Build and scale your brand. VYB BrandWorks provides branding, marketing, and business development tools to help you establish a strong, professional presence. Website design and development services, which I'm like, okay, but we have the website here, do we not? Like, I don't know why the landing page is so important now in MLMs. It's just so weird. Logo, brand identity, and marketing strategy support, which I believe I just showed you. I just showed you them providing the logo and marketing materials to you. Were you impressed? Because, that's what their VYB BrandWorks is going to be based off of, what I just showed you. And I'm sure you're like, oh, wow, Canva. Yeah, no, that's amazing. Tools to launch, manage, and scale a business successfully. Whether you're just starting or looking to expand your brand, VYB BrandWorks helps bring your vision to life. It's amazing how so many of these people are like, we help you brand. You brand yourself. It's like everyone in this business. The whole sector of MLMs, they're just all, we'll help you brand yourself. Using our products and our logo, of course, but you'll brand yourself. Number 6 is VYB Ventures, funding and investment opportunities. For those ready to scale their business, VYB Ventures offers. I love this. This is my favorite description ever. A Shark Tank style pitch competition. Yeah, it's a competition, didn't you know? Where members can present their ideas, access to business funding and investment opportunities, a platform to connect with mentors, partners, and potential investors. So it seems a little sus. I also don't like how it's like a competition. That tells me that not everyone is guaranteed the funding or the same investment opportunities. And there's going to be probably a lot of infighting going on over that. So that will be interesting. You know, gotta love that. Whether you're seeking funding or looking to invest, VYB Ventures is your gateway to growth. I hate it. Remember, 7 products, they said. Number 7, VYB Style. The movement and merch. VYB Style is our lifestyle brand. Lifestyle brand, they call it. Yep. Allowing members to represent the VYB mindset with custom merchandise. And I'm like, it's not really custom. Like, to me, custom means like I get to pick what I'm putting on the merchandise, right? Like, it doesn't mean that it has the VYB logo on it. Like, it's custom for you. You made it to be for your business, VYB. But I have to buy it as is. Like, I can't customize it. Anyway, apparel, accessories, and branded gear. Design contests where members can submit and sell their own creations. But here's the thing. It's a contest. It's not like you're designing your own merchandise to brand yourself, which, you know, maybe that's something to consider. I don't know. I'm just saying. Everything seems to be very competitive over here, though. A way to build brand awareness and showcase success. And then out of nowhere, we have number 8. And I'm like, oh, I thought there was only 7. Was I insane? What was going on? Let's take a closer look at the 7 core products. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so 8. VYB Bucks, the reward system. The magical 8th product here. VYB Bucks is the fuel that powers the entire ecosystem. And remember, all of the people in this thing have had to read this or watch the video where she just reads it to them like I'm reading it to you now. Allowing members to earn through direct sales, the 3x10 matrix. Yes, they have one. If you missed the on passive 3x10 matrix, welcome. Welcome to VYB's 3x10 matrix. We'll be following this one too going forward. So buckle up and get ready to take one of the pills. That was an awful setup. Forget I said that. And leadership bonuses. Spend VYB Bucks on education, branding tools, and merchandise. And I'm like your merchandise? The custom stuff you were just talking about, that product 7, you know, like the VYB style. All right. Convert rewards into real dollars once qualified. And that's iffy, you know? The more you engage with the VYB ecosystem, the more opportunities you create to earn. Know what you're thinking, Queen. What are the levels of this amazing multi-level marketing opportunity that I can join and be a part of that's just starting up now? Because I'm just so excited. It's so powerful, and I can't wait to go join it. So let me explain. VYB matrix ranks and benefits. So it starts with rookie, which you are when you first join. So that's levels 1 to 5 matrix pay. So you're paid down 5 levels, basically. Unlocks matrix commissions up to level 5 and earns residual income from team growth. Notice it doesn't say much about product sales, though. The second level is creator. So then you get level 6 and level 1 and 2 fast start, which is a bonus. So it unlocks level 6 in the matrix. So now you get paid for 6 levels under you, right? And you gain a fast start bonus for recruits on levels 1 and 2. Then the next is promoter. And that you get to add on level 7. So that unlocks level 7 matrix earning. And then you also earn 100% check match bonus on direct referrals. Again, not seeing much about products. The next level is influencer. Level 8 is added, of course. So now you get up to 8 levels down of earnings in the matrix. So that means that you make commissions for up to 8 levels under you, right? And then you also earn, now remember, you're also getting all the stuff that the past levels are getting, right? It's plus this other stuff. So you earn 50% check match bonus now on the second level referrals. Then you become an icon. So that unlocks level 9 matrix earnings, and you qualify for an exclusive metal Visa card for direct commission payouts. So think like the Sensi card or the Monet card, the debit card, They're claiming that that's what you get. And then the last level, like I said, the very top of the pyramid in this, you are called Legend. And allegedly, you're then at Megan Lynch's level. So that's level 10. So now you're getting paid for 10 down, right? Plus you get legendary member perks. So allegedly, this maximizes your income potential. Like this is the most you can make with them. And you also get VIP leadership recognition. Now, what are these exclusive perks? I don't know. Can't tell you. I guess you find out once you become a legend, not a moment before. Sorry, excuse me. It says 5 ways to earn with VYB. I'm still sick. 5 ways to earn with VYB. So number 1, use the products. And this is although they listed the products to us, as you'll notice, their levels are all about recruiting and getting paid for the levels down in commissions, but it doesn't talk much about what you get paid per product or anything like that. It's just very weird. Okay, the wording and everything's weird. So number 1 is use the products. Earn while using VYB's tools for growth. So I guess they do pay you to use it, apparently. Number 2 is direct sales. Earn commissions by sharing VYB, which, as we know, it takes a little bit more than that, 47,000 members, but the top 50 still lags at 15. Yep, I know. It's very weird. The numbers don't add up, like I said. They make you wonder. Because the number of members joining keep grows, but then those, like the leaderboards I showed you, all stays and sucks it. It's been those same numbers the whole time I've been in there. So it takes a lot more than just sharing the VYB, but they're really depending on it, the whole attraction marketing thing with this. So that's why they're putting it like that, right? You just share it and then everyone joins. A 3x10 matrix compensation plan, residual income from your team. And we're very familiar with the 3x10 matrix compensation plan. Then we have a fast start bonuses, which is immediate earnings for recruiting new members. And the check match bonuses, which is extra income by supporting your team's success. But as we know, there's really only 3 ways to earn. The first 3, because you can't earn on number 4 and number 5 until you make your way up in the pyramid a little bit. So technically that's not what an average person would be earning, And there's no disclaimer, but anyway. While earnings are not guaranteed, the VYB ecosystem is designed to create multiple opportunities for success. Again, that's not the right disclaimer, but they tried, I guess. Why VYB? VYB is more than just a business opportunity. It is a complete ecosystem that provides everything on passive claims to provide. Community and networking, VYB Tribe. Education and skill building, VYB Vault. Visibility and branding, VYB Spotlight and BrandWorks. Income and investment opportunities, VYB Ventures. Recognition and rewards, VYB Style and VYB Box. And I'm like, that's what you put down for the recognition? Is that you'll wear their merch? Anyway, VYB offers everything you need to build, scale, and sustain success. And then it says, getting started, VYB officially launched on February 17th. And since January 10th, over 47,000 members have joined. Sign up today for free and start using the VYB ecosystem immediately. And then it says closing. Thank you for your time. Your journey begins with VYB. And I'm like, fabulous job, Megan. Thank you so much for putting that all together for us to read. Hello, Retro. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day. So, excuse me. So, of course, they continued on with the day, and at 8 p.m., there was a live in which the products were announced and all of the prices were discussed. And people just seemed so happy about it. I was so excited for them. So I thought we would take a moment and just kind of go over how people were reacting to this news of these 8 products and what they would be costing and how this was all going to go. So somebody pointed out it would be $250 to buy in for the Legend package. So you can see these prices are quite high so far. Easier, just download the app from your phone's app store. Once the meeting link is provided, click it. It will send you directly to VYB, this person says. So then this person says, are you joking? Is the price $160 or $250? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Retro. I had a headache yesterday, so I couldn't stream yesterday. It was very bad. So $160 or $250. I didn't understand the $9.99 VYB partner. What does that give us? So as you can see, the presentation went well. Everyone completely understands what's going on with it. And this person says, no joke, watch the replay when it's posted. Personally, I would buy the Legend pack once. I'm well into level 8 because to qualify for earnings on levels 9 and 10, that package is needed. And the goal is to make everyone Legend, apparently. Yes, $160 per month for Pro and $250 for Legend per month. Per month. Wow, per month? Thought it was to be affordable. I'm like, me too, Heidi. Me too, Heidi. 92179. I agree. What the hell? Do you know what that costs in South Africa? Dion says. You know? It's a lot of money. A lot of money. Again, that's US dollars. Dion's going to catch a band, right? Right? And they weren't done. No, they were not. Latrell says, because again, remember, they do this whole meeting. All right? Do a whole meeting announcing the products and the price and all this. And people still don't know what's going on. Like, they're like, okay, well, what the hell? What's it going to cost? Like, what is going on? What's happening here? You know? The hell? So Latrell says, will it be mandatory for everyone to purchase a larger package or can they stay at $25? This will confuse the consumer and the selling pitch for leaders. Because remember, it's still $25 to buy in. So now it's looking like it's $25 to buy in. And then if you want to make it to one of the levels, one of the upper levels, you're going to also have to buy a kit, right? One of them is $160, the other one is $250, and that's going to be a monthly fee. So this thing's costing out the ass. Plus, there's allegedly also a $9.99 monthly fee in order to keep your spot after you bought in for the $25. So it's very, very convoluted, sounds very confusing. And this is what Luttrell's trying to say. Like, how the hell are we supposed to explain all of this? Like, you know, a lot of elderly and not tech-savvy individuals coming in with the assumption that the $25 would be withdrawn from their earnings and no increase in pricing. Thanks for any and all clarifications. And I thought that was quite polite. I was like, that's a good way to answer. I hope they're nice to her, you know. The top package will cost us $4,900 PM, which is, I'm assuming, the money there. Where do you get that? It's $250 a month for Legend. That's triple the price in some countries, Heidi says. To this person who said, I thought it was cheaper than doing your nails, since that's what they were told. That's like a month's salary in South Africa, Dion says. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Very much like on Passive, where they're like, these people make $50 US a month to live. So we're going to get them to buy this product for $100 a month. It's like, what? Really? You really think that that's going to happen? The $25 is a one-time cost just to hold your spot. That is not a monthly cost. I'm like, that doesn't really explain it, but thank you. I just sent you a screenshot of what comes with the $9.99. Check your messages. It won't let me post it here. And I'm going, well, this is what this person is kind of confused about, though, is you pay $25. Then you're also paying $9.99, but then you're also supposed to buy a package to rank up, and it's like, what? What are we paying for and buying here? So the response from Megan was very great, and she came on and she very nicely explained everything to everyone and apologized for how confusing it was, and made sure that everyone understood it, is what I would say if I wasn't covering an MLM cult. But unfortunately for all of us, I'm covering an MLM cult, so that's not how it went at all. That's not what happened here. Megan started to post videos kind of responding, and unfortunately I don't really have those, but I hear that they weren't really anything much. And this person says, in Trinidad, it's over 1,000 the Pro Pack. The Legend is over 2,500, adding the $9.99. Wow. That's very high for people who thought the $25 was so much. And everyone dropped out of my team. To me, it's a great deal knowing I will be making the cash to purchase that every month in the Matrix. So it's the Pro or Legend pack plus $9.99 plus $25. And as you can see, it was liked and hearted by Megan. So this is what it's going to be. You get nothing with the $9.99. The $9.99 is just for the privilege of reselling the $160 or $250 a month package you're buying. Exactly. It's kind of like the monthly fee to get the ecosystem after you paid the $25 buy-in to get your spot in the ecosystem. But it is still very convoluted and very hard to explain. Like, you have to think that these people are going to have to try to sell this stuff along with the friggin' products, right? So, she responds again, not really saying anything. They're only like 20-second clips. And then this person says, I have a wonderful idea. May I share it with you, please? I think you might like it. We both will. And I'm like, yeah, I doubt she's going to respond nicely to that. So then Megan posts up this. And it is a TikTok talking about basically if a client says prices are too high, then they're not the client for you, blah, blah, blah. You know how it is. And then posts up this one another TikTok, which is very, very similar. How to respond to "you're too expensive." So people are reacting to the price of these things. All right. And they're going, I don't like this. This is getting a lot more expensive than just $25 to buy in and then $10 a month, which is what they were expecting. They figured that the $10 a month would give them access to these products at first. And now they're being told, no, you actually have to buy these products. And then you also have to buy these packages if you want to be Legends or this other group. It's a lot. And her response is, here's some TikToks about how to respond to "you're too expensive." And she posts a whole bunch of them. And this one's like, there's a mess you won't be able to clean up if you do this for a long period of time. Not only will you attract the worst customers in the world, but you will fall out of love with your business as you'll be working hard but feeling undervalued. I'm like, shut up, Megan. Jesus Christ. Those months are going to roll by fast for that next payment due, right? And then she says, here's some help to all the leaders, all in capital letters there, leaders in here who are going to get pushback about prices being expensive. Hopefully this helps you, and you can share this with your potential business partners. Or maybe it will save you a headache, frowny face with the sore head. And you can move on and find and attract the customers and business partners that you really want to work with. Don't sell yourself short. This is pre-launch. We're only looking for leaders. In other words, I don't give a fuck that you now think that this is too expensive after I forced you to buy in for $25 and wait around for 2 months to find out what the products would be and how you could run a business with us. We're only looking for leaders. Like, lovely, Megan. Thank you so much for that. That was a great response. Thank you. And this is how people have been explaining the business to people in their training. This is what it looks like when they were talking about the amazing business plan here. Yep. I know. You look at this whiteboard and you're like, I totally understand all of this and everything going on here, and I know what to do. I know that's exactly what you're thinking, isn't it? You're like, wow, this is so clear. And again, Megan is announcing her tour, which she puts her phone number and everything on, and then posts it all over the internet, and then complains when people call her phone number. It's like, Megan, maybe stop putting your phone number all over the internet. All right, nobody in my community will ever call your phone number because I don't agree with calling people to harass them. I just don't. But other people on the internet could call you because you keep posting up your phone number. Just saying. It's all like, looking forward to networking with you. And then here's another one. So this is for February 22nd. She was showing the VYB Super Saturday because it was a little meet and greet that she was doing, of course. So, she's posting these all around. Those are Detroit, Michigan ones. So, she was there from 11 to 2. And as you can see, it was at the Faith Covenant Fellowship Church, which was, again, it's the pastor is somebody that's in VYB. The priest that she had on there. And that's really all I got for you guys today. So thank you very much for watching that with me. that's kind of where we're at. We're waiting for any more training to be posted that discusses the prices of things a little bit more in depth, but so far, not much has really been posted. And they're not posting as much as they were in the past, even on their VYB channel. It's all just the same marketing materials that were on there before. And now I'm a little worried because if she can't do the support tickets while she's on tour, I'm kind of like, well, we're probably not going to get much else from her while she's on tour. So I guess we'll just have to kind of wait and see how it goes from here, guys. And yeah, hopefully all of you will be feeling the vibe soon. And then, you know, you can pull back the curtain.
I want everybody in the chat to put in the chat right now, pulling back the curtains. Pulling back. Let's put it all in the chat. Pulling back the curtains.
Just pull back those curtains. So I guess we'll have to see how the tour goes. I'm sure that there'll be some drama with that. I'm sure of it. And we're still kind of waiting to see, like, are these products actually going to appear? Because like I said, remember, we don't actually have the products in the back. I showed you the back. There's no products back there, right? We don't have them. We just have the list of what they're going to be, all 7/8 of them, and the descriptions for them and the pricing. But we don't really know anything else. So it's just kind of waiting around to see if they actually do launch and if they get a new payment processor. So, you know, if that's something you're interested in and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do. I'm going to be streaming about On Passive tomorrow. I thought that we would go and see what Marty and Chris were up to tomorrow. And then I am hoping that I'll be able to do the Dr. Benny stream, hopefully before Friday. That's what I'm hoping for this week. So stay tuned to the community tab. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for being here and for celebrating this Tuesday, MLM Monday. But I was sick yesterday and I did not have the energy to go live whatsoever. So you got it today instead. Again, I'll see you all tomorrow afternoon. I want to go check out the On Passive scam, which again, it's reminding me very much like this one. And hopefully in future, I'm going to have Queens of Schemes on here. I'll let you guys know. And yeah, just again, stay tuned for the community tab. I'll be letting you know everything I'm doing on there. I love all your faces and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Queen of Karma, spitting fire like a dragon, torching scams, ain't no lagging. Expose the villains, no chillin', she real, stay killin'. Manipulation tactics, break it down like fractions. Watch your videos, gain traction, mind in action. Sub to her channel, truth candle burning bright, illuminating dark corners, bringing scams to light. Queen of Karma, grinding day and night, unveil the schemes, make the world right. My mentality, she dissecting the madness, all some realness. Teach you how to stop the fakes, dodging all the ill stress. Her words piercing like arrows, no shadows. Follow her lead, avoid the gallows. Stay woke, folks, don't get caught in the hype. Queen of Karma got that insight, clear sight. Deflect the con, scam alarms, bringing street fight. Wisdom flowing, unmasking the night. Karma queen, reign supreme, scammers nightmare, that's her theme. She got the strategy, breaking down your fantasies. Every tactic she witnessed, break free from the sickness. Channel wisdom, slickness, ain't no hit or miss. Sub to her channel, truth candle burning bright,